gonna find Bolu, but does get hit markers by Jez. They're now all tied up 1-1. Theo is going to get taken down by Jazz. You can now see Jazz pushing up towards the B flag. We're rocking that 35 round. See that we have Vague pushing up incredibly far, but this should be a free kill for Theo. Sure enough, with that push from the backside, finds Jazz.
Licença, Tocinha! Botão no cofre do Lives! Pra cima do Delzinho! Double do craque! Faz clique aí, meu chat! Você tá no YouTube, faz o clique da jogada!
Um som morto.
Vou cravar cima, crava esquerda.
Tem um, só tem um. Não, tem mais um. Aí tem que botar essa.
Pode ver agora, calma, segura.
Subterrâneo, perdendo cano. Nossa!
Yeah, we've got two players left to deal with. FN 420. Oh my god, Lucky, what the hell was that? Count them out. Can't do it. Lucky is Dark Wizard. You're the only hope here, Dark Wizard. Oh my god, we've got a 2v5 that is a reality. Lydia looking for the shots. Lydia's gonna round the corner. Lydia finds one. Lydia just needs to find Lucky. Doesn't happen. We're going to another round. The most at the moment finds another one. Just an absolute demon. A quick list in with the side of Nova. Dave, you're going to win it. Make sure you end up.
People see, there is one A now.
Marvel misses one, but doesn't miss twice.
Out. Oh my. Chris, he's all one. Four. Where you at, homie? I know you're in a typical sniper area, but right now you're a sniper. It ain't even close. Lucky. Get headshot. Cosmo, you have the smoke. Get it too, homie. We got a 1v1.
Oh my goodness, Iona! Bro, watch.
X7 was left alive. Now it's Iona looking to make the...
Yo, this girl's dirty! Aggressively push up to this degree. Lydia's able to find one. Artem, Misa coming through. What's that? Is that a kilo? Whoa! Whoa! Artemisa, the Damascus kilo. Ooh, Kells finds one, is looking for two, but Artemisa. Yo, this girl kind of nuts with the kilo, bro.
Yo, how are you?
I have been. Down herself on that Sparrow shot, but the Angels do maintain this P3. Oh, Brick stuff! Well, it was looking good for a minute there for the beginning of this round, but it has quickly gone in. I think you're right on the money. The arrow can push that up, finds two in the feed to start things off. Those double kills are worth a ton of points, let alone you.
welcome back for Mobile Mayhem Day 4. I'm your host as always, Diana, because I'm your favorite and you guys like me. Here with Day and Verdict as our casters. So guys, how are you today? How are you, Verdict?
I am great. I'm just going to keep it together for everybody. I know we've had a lot of frustrations come through already this season, but I am very hopeful and, ready for day number 4 to begin. Before we go any further, Deanna, how have you been? How was your weekend? How was your day going?
It was awesome, actually. I was playing ranked with some Atomic players last weekend, in the weekend, and I get some free carry, I could say. Overall, it was good, but thank you for asking. How about your day? How are you? How was your weekend?
It was a bit too relaxing. I should have done more, but I just really.
This is coming from the guy who literally said, "I wish I had time to know what you guys were talking about earlier when we were talking about Met Gala outfits." Chat, my guy, what is going on? Day, what's the truth? What did you just chill, or I'm just picking at your case, bro? I'm glad you're back this week for Mobile Mayhem.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. I was about to say that you didn't miss much last week, when you weren't here. So, yeah.
Yeah, last week was pretty rough. So I took the weekend off and got a busy week,
But we are happy that you're here.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. This is part of the busy.
There we go.
Wow. That's great. Well, I'm excited to be here. Hopefully we don't have today any forfeit or DQs. Please, guys, just if you like me, just don't forfeit or DQ today, because I really want to have a full broadcast with these two amazing casters, because I did not have that for a long time. I think every day from the beginning of the seasons we did have a DQ at least. So yeah, I really want to have a full broadcast day with you guys, because you guys are my favorite. But yeah, today is gonna be an awesome day because I did look up on the schedule. But before that, Day, can you go over the standings to refresh our memories? What happened last week?
Yeah, sure. We've got Kings leading in first place, 60 points on the board. I don't think that's a huge shock to anybody. We do have Animus in second place with 40. Followed up in third place is Zidium with 30. And then we have a 4-way tie with the 31ers, 117 Not Found, Exclusive, and Panic. And then we've got Atomic at 5, and then Enigma and T-Maze at 0 to round off the bottom of those standings.
Oh, damn. The standings looks actually quite interesting. But Verdi, can you tell us about our schedule? Maybe we're going to be able to see who's going to pick some points today or who not.
Absolutely. Schedule looking jam-packed right now. We'll see if it gets cut in half or by the third. I don't know if anything happens here in EU. Zidium King started off with Animus 31ers for map number 2. For our third series of the night, 117 Not Found, an Exclusive. Panic and Enigma wrapping it up for that fourth series.
That's amazing. What is the highlight of tonight's game? To be honest, I wanted to ask you something, but I don't want to be rude. But it's not true. It's more of funny. I wanted to ask which team do you think you're gonna DQ today? But it sounds so mean.
I mean, this is Europe. I mean, anybody's bound.
Don't hate me,
it
guys.
can happen at any time. We're just, we're all hanging on by threads right now.
Yes, but okay, coming back. I'm sorry, EU, don't hate me. Okay, I love you guys. What do you think is gonna be the highlight of tonight's game? Verdict.
If we had to pick one matchup, it'd probably have to be our third one, the Exclusive and 117 Not Found matchup. And the highlight of tonight would be if we made it through all 4 matches and we didn't get a forfeit or a DQ.
Oh, that's good one. But how about you, Dave? Which matchup you're excited for?
Excited for? I don't know if it'll be the like a premier match, but I am excited to get to see Animus play because I don't believe I did the last time I casted. So I'm just excited in general to see what they bring to the table this season.
Yeah, well, I'm excited. I'm excited for every game, actually every game. So if nobody forfeit, if they gonna forfeit, I'm gonna forfeit next time. No, I'm joking. But I do see both teams are in the lobby, and I'm gonna go over the maps very fast, right? It's gonna be Zitium versus Kings, and I assume already you can see on the screen. We're gonna start with the hardpoint on Hacienda, followed by an SND on Slums, and if you're gonna get the third game, it's gonna be a control on the one and only Raid. Apparently, Verdict said that is the best control map right now, so I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna roll with it, just because I really like Verdict, but Raid is so tough, guys. Raid is so... But this was me, okay? Great. Yeah, no, it's not. No, guys, I'm gonna be back after this. I don't want to argue, okay? Have fun with the cast.
All right, well, here we go, Dave. We're gonna hop into it. Game number 1, Hacienda. It's about to be a bloodbath for one of these teams, and I'm not talking about the Kings. They have looked absolutely phenomenal. Every chance I've gotten to see them cast or play, I've casted them to a full T. They have played to a full T. Zidium have a lot of work in front of them. We'll see if they can get some points on the board here early on. This is about as anticipated as a match like this now, as we see everyone scurry. P1's the objective. It's right in the middle of the courtyard. We'll see nades being tossed out in the front. Top control going to be held for time being, but it is going to be the contest there for Says. Gets shut down. Oof. And Spy finally gets gunned down himself. Oh, Ner's in a pretty cheeky spot, too.
Yeah, it looks like Say's maybe having a little bit of a connection issue right now. I saw some pretty wonky movement coming out there a second ago. But, you know, you're also up against Kings. It doesn't take you being distracted for a second for these guys to absolutely fry you. So we've got a little bit of a hot start here for Blue, but obviously, you know, King, they're going to be bringing their A game here. They're not looking to lose any points here today.
They're not looking to lose any points, as a matter of fact. Already giving up too much off this P1. Spy. Finnick in hand, red dot along with it. Mirage Lior, he is better in the instance. He's got a Holger and now a Finnick in his arsenal. And already off to a great start. I got to commend it. They're getting all the time off of this P1 as much as possible, as now as the cushion is going to be needed here for P2 setup. Inside of it, it's Onor the Kings holding on for dear life, but man, Onor finally guns Afer, but my guy was a slippery one. Garage sites opened up for business. We're going to see the first little bit of interactions come through. First wave of players. Spy's getting into it. He's got a 3-piece of the feed. He's finally going to get shut down, but the damage is being done. Split spawns here. Spy needs to play his life. Inferno's last hope. Uh-oh, Kings. They've dropped their crown, and it does look like Zidium are going to be able to pick it up for him on this P2 break.
A big flank out of Kree there is going to make a big break into the hill, and they got some more time on the board, actually maintaining a little bit of a lead here. But obviously, we're on the tail end of the point. You've got to, for both teams, make that decision. How much do we fight for this garage? How much do we send it on over to next? And, well, looks like both teams have pretty much respected the time that Zidium have earned on the hill, and now it's going to allow Kings to set up for next. But they gotta find some move here.
Yeah, they do. Gotta find some leeway. Spy there to cut the rotation. Half the player who was lacking on the backside. Soaking up all that free hill time. Hill's popped here. Freddy's popped as well. Are you gonna be able to find the opener? The backside of the warehouse is now compromised. And oh my god, we got a little bit of trouble in Hacienda. This is not paradise. This is actually Zidium's stomping grounds. They're gonna be able to rack up a lot of time off the rip there. And a little bit of map control. Right now, it's down to Says. He's got to play his life, able to find one. Frida to insert himself in the equation for the contest itself. And Fences belongs to the Kings for the time being. No, it's a back-and-forth affair day. This one, still way too close, as a matter of fact. It is being predominantly owned by Zidium for the time being. Kings need to wake up.
Yeah, Zidium have a couple players really standing out right now, with Kree sitting on an 11-5 and Denicio on an 11-9. You've got Afer hitting double digits as well now. For the opposition, you've got Raid fragging out. He's got 13 kills on the board, but the rest of the team's struggling behind a little bit. The rotations have been a little bit lackluster, and Zidium have really been able to capitalize on some of these long flanks that are paying off really, really well for them.
Yeah, there you go. P4 is opening up for business there. The advantage is going to go in Zidium. We'll see if the banking of the breaking is better than the hold, because the hold has not been there all day long. P2 spoiled. P3, back and forth, ultimately goes Zidium's favor. Denicio from the backside, Mirage Lior through the front now. He's got a purifier, and he's looking to scar these players, burn them to a crisp. On top of that, Says has got another Predator. It's going to find one more in the feed and a full wipe. Second wave of players through. Not going to be successful. Kings getting bested by Zidium. Absolutely frying them.
Yeah, I mean, this is certainly not how I expected this game to go, but right now it's looking like Kings really got to find a way to pull things together here. They're number 1 in our leaderboards right now, and I think, again, Zidium are, if I am not mistaken, I think they were in that 4-way tie. Let me pull it back up here. Nope, they are just above that. They're in 3rd place, so this would be a big game for Kings to drop as they're sitting 30 points up in the leaderboard right now, and certainly would be expected, probably most people's favorites to win this matchup.
Well, I mean, I was having conversations before the broadcast even went live. I said, hey, we're going to put, you know, game number 1 or series number 1 in the blender. This is going to be, I'll be very, very surprised if we see a 125-point clock coming through on the left-hand side of the screen. Zidium so far have been absolutely dominant in this one. P1, a little bit of a reset, though, as the set of hills get revamped. And the Kings are here to play finally. If we're looking now, it's 104 to 106. Lead chain back in their hands. Haven't seen a lead all game long. We'll see how much longer they can hold for it now. It's 111 to 104. 12 seconds left here in this one. Doubling back for the spawns. You can see Denicio's already there inside of white. Concussion might not get the info. It's actually a nade. And it is going to be a break that they are banking on as well, too. Raid from the front side now trying to get the hit. Garage side might be compromised. It's coming down to a 1v1. But hold up. The Cavalry's here to play as well. No Northern squad. They wipe them completely. And just like that, switch is flipped. Kings finally showing up here at this hard point.
It took them a while to get going, but we know what a strong team this side of the matchup can be, right? You've got Raid, who is, I think, actually performing better than I expected to in this matchup, where we've got Honor struggling behind. I mean, that's a name that everybody in EU knows, right? Honor is such a strong player, but just not having that impact right now. I could say the exact same about Inferno. So the couple players on Kings that are starting to bring it back are definitely having a strong impact on the tides turning here. Again, Marvel catching up here at 23, making some big rotations. Got a ton of this garage lockdown thanks to Spy, who's just one of those smart players, and he can adapt to whatever the team needs. And in this case, it's playing that anchor on the hill.
There we go. It's playing the anchor on the hill. Mirage there doing the same thing. He's got warehouse control, but 3 in the feed. Into the sea of yellow up top, make it 4. He's wiped. And a full wave of players now going to be heading back to the spawn and looking for the break here on the fence site. It is locked down ever since we get the second set of hills. We might have spoken prematurely. 1 point gathered by Zidium since the reset, chat. 1 point is all that has been given away. 1 more is going to be additionally added. Cree trying to get the break from the top side. Marvel going to get dropped there on the fence bang. It is not going to be another one. Inferno still holding the bottom side of this warehouse, and P3 locked down just like P2 was. As we see, the value on this one is starting to get way out of reach. And we might have spoken way too soon, man. They had us in the first half, but Zidium has not shown up since this second set of hills pop.
Yeah, and King's starting to really streak things out. You can see that last point was absolutely swarmed with streaks. The hunter killers, the predators. We had operators coming through. Good value out of our annihilator pop as well. And as a result, we're now sitting at only about 20 points to go for Kings to be able to close things out. And verdict, it was looking like the side of Zidium was flying through this game, until unfortunately they hit a wall right at that 100-point mark that they really struggled to get over. Looks like we've got a little bit of a break here, but with 17 points to go against a team like Kings, how realistic do we believe in this dream?
I don't know. They were flawless in their first set of hills. Right now, they got to be continuously flawless moving forward. Spy through the back. He's going to be able to gun too. Got to get the trades on this one. You're getting picked apart. 15 seconds is all that is needed. It is coming down to this break here in P4. Rockside rotation is compromised. Mirage are able to find a two-piece there. And it is going to be able to keep this one alive now. As 12 points still needed. P1 is going to come through for a third time around, chat. 238 and counting. 100-point gap now, a little less. They've got to be flawless. They've got to continue to bring their A game to the table because Kings just absolutely bodying them on that second set of hills.
Yeah, definitely looking to be the case with only 12 points to go. You gotta imagine Kings are gonna find a way to make the break and close it out here. But Zidium, they're just not letting go. You've got Denicio sitting here at 30 kills, trying to keep the team in this one, but he encounters Raid. And with the Sparrow, he's gonna get taken down quickly. Afer, Tempest in hand, able to come through with one. And the break is currently for Kings, who now only sit 6 points shy, but Denicio hanging on by a thread. 3 to go. Inferno up top. Oh man, they just can't get that last second, man. It's just so close over and over. Zidium. I dig it, dude. I absolutely dig the effort.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. You gotta even count your blessings inside the objective too. That last hill was held to a T. Prolonging it to this P2 rotation. Inferno is gonna be able to find one, but gets dropped instantly. The break finally comes through. Chad, it's over. The comeback, 173 to 250 at one point. I mean, they were down tremendously, astronomically. And a fight back. It was a scrappy one. Zidium giving them a run for their money the first set of hills, but hold up. Second set. Absolutely flawless there. What was that? 2 points gathered through 3 hills on the reset? That is a brutal way to play a second set of hard points.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you there. And, you know, again, Spy was maybe not the MVP of the team. Obviously, he had Marvel coming through. 35 kills on the board is absolutely huge. But Spy, again, collecting that hill time, made some really big flanks that brought the team back into the game. So got to give some credit to the man. And you look over the opposition, and we've got some big names here for EU, right? I mean, Denicio, Afer, Says, Kree, not pushover players. I mean, I definitely know less about Mirage Lior. I've seen him in the past, but hasn't fully had that consistency that I would like to see. So I think Zidium performed really, really well here. I think they blew a lot of people's expectations out, and I hope they can bring that same effort into the Search and Destroy.
Okay, we'll have to see. As we're getting geared up for it, game number 2 could be where we see this one end. We expected this one to be a swift 2-0 in favor of Kings. Boy, were we on for a ride of our lives off the first set of hills. You would have told me that, that would have happened, and then all of a sudden it just came crashing down, and Kings stood up finally and said that, we were just playing with you. I don't know what you guys were thinking, but it certainly wasn't a victory. At the beginning,
for every second, though.
Yeah, man, that first set of hills was it. And then literally that was it for, the next sets of hills up until that P4 the second time around. So it got brutal. It got tough at first. Kings persevere. They take map number 1. We're going to be heading over to Slums for a little bit of Search and Destroy. This one could get exciting. Love to see the action here for this second game of the night. We'll see if Kings can tuck it away for the 2-0 and keep their crowns, keep their undefeated streak, more importantly. I don't think they've been beat all season long. Granted, we haven't had much of a season just yet. We'll see if they can bring the most to the table, though, here for this Search and Destroy game.
I'm loving reading the Zim and Deanna banter in chat. Oh, man. I'm so excited for that. But getting on into the game here. We've got Zidium. We've got Kings. We've got Search and Destroy on Slums. And I think this is a map that definitely grew on me more as it came out. I wasn't like totally against it when it came out or anything. I wasn't super excited. And, it's one that I think has really been good for the health of the competitive environment. So glad to see it here. Definitely going to be looking for some of these big snipes out of Onur this game, but Mirage Lior, pick them off.
Pick them off there. Only one blood in for Kings. Marvel starting off with a little bit of a great flick. Let's see if he can carry the team and anchor it now as the bomb's still in the hands. Spy, they can't get across the middle of the map. Kree, add an insult to injury. What the hell was that, Marvel? Were you spectating? I have seen it all, man. I guess you watch the kill cam, you kind of have an idea of where someone's at, but that, my friend, might be worthy of a device check. Marvel, you're gross. Finds another two. Denisio getting picked apart as well. It's down to 2 apiece. Marvel able to reel it back. Raid there for the trade. Says on the flip side. He's got to go big here. He had 2-player advantage off the rip. And it has since disappeared. 40 seconds on the clock. Bombs collected? No, it has not. Says has no idea he's on the flip side of the bomb. And he's peeking it. There it is. He's going to get the intel. Shots are not going to give him anything other than his location away. Now he's going to have to force double back. So, Raid, 26 seconds. He has to collect this bomb, and he's got to go oh so far to do it.
Yeah, and this is a big opportunity for Says to maybe shut down some of the momentum that King have. Raid was absolutely hot on the gunny during that first game. And, well, Says, if he's able to shut him down here, maybe stunt a little bit of that, could be a big moment. And sure enough, Says comes through. It was really well defended by Says, right? Played it all the way down to time, forced his opponent to give away their position with the footsteps. And he just played it perfectly.
Okay. Played it perfectly there. Says able to win the first. We talked about maybe having connection issues earlier on. No connection issues here for Marvel or Says that last round. 3, make it 4. Afer's the last one alive, and this one has turned on its head on the drop of a dime. Bomb's going to go down along with it. Pressure extremely high. QQ9 melting point in the hands. As we see, 40 seconds. Inferno's already got the location. Going to get the intel. But he's also going to get the gunny. The team shots, though. Onur got to get the credit for the kill, and we're tied up.
All tied up 1-1. Unfortunately, that round for Zidium did not stop enough of that momentum that Kings have going here. And Marvel, once again, coming alive. 4 kills on the board. Definitely a big factor to the Kings' success so far. Nerf gonna open up with one onto Says, but Mirage were able to take down Raid again. Raid was real hot during that first matchup, so shutting him down is going to be a big factor for Zidium during this matchup. It's been a 2-for-3 trade, Zidium. They do have the advantage here, but Denisio not going to see Onur.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Sees him the second time, though.
Yep. There we go. Just the edge of one's body is needed. Denisio able to find his first blood in this one, and now the King himself, the best sniper in EU. That's not self-proclaimed. That is, I mean, I think we've been saying it for going on a year and a half now. I mean, there's not a question. He is certainly a talent. Let's see if he's talented enough to take down the 1v3 right now. The 3 players left standing on the flip side. They are triangulating the bomb site. And that bomb right there in the middle of P1 onto the fountain. Not going to be an easy task. Maybe Marvel will get the benefit of maybe a lineup and catch 1 or 2 of them in said lineup. I don't know.
A collat would be huge for Marvel right now, but this is just one of those instances where the bomb died in such a terrible position that, you know, I was about to give
you
Marvel
can't even be mad at him.
Mad respect. I was going to give him mad respect for not pulling the trigger on the first one and seeing the second person. And then we missed the easy shot there, and they noticed him at the right time, turn around, pick up that kill, and it's another big round for Zidium. Man, that was just such a disaster to watch. I'm so sorry, Marvel.
Hey, you know what? Hey, great play. Just didn't pan out. Kree, though, through the smoke, absolutely dusts them. And Kree now on a little bit of a tirade, able to find the head right there, Inferno. Domed. We'll see you next round. 2 for the price of 1, though, and 1 minute and 30 on the clock. Bomb still in the hand of Spy. He has not made a commitment as of yet. They're looking for more. Afer is going to get spotted right there. You can see he's going to have to double back. Let's see if this push comes through. 1-2 punch. No, it's not going to happen. They're going to continue to play the waiting game. And waiting to just ain't it. Denisio going to be able to find 1 more through the wall. And Kings down to 2. Spy and Ray, can they reel it back? This would be 2 rounds in a row there for the boys over at Zidium.
All right, Kree. Couple big picks this round have resulted in the team having a 1-for-3 trade over Kings. So Raid and Spy, they do have the bomb in hand this time. You know, it was one of the big factors in the last round was a couple players got picked off with bomb in middle, made it very easy to defend for Zidium. And this time, the sniper plays were just absolutely huge. Got that advantage early, forced your opponent into time, and just played an excellent defense on the side of Zidium. Putting up a huge fight here in the Search and Destroy.
Oh, well. Huge fight it is. We got a scrappy one on our hands. Or will it turn out to be like the hard point? First half, they had his chat. Nate's going to get Infernal this time. Bombs, though, has made his way over. Spy, he's putting in work. Got the heady, got the bomb. Going to go ahead and get the plant. Oh, no, we're going to be able to find one in the midst of things as he's dropped the sniper. Marvel overlooking. This one might be a good setup. Mirage Lear and Afer straddling the backside of this brick's location, and then Creed trying to wrap the backside. Able to find one in the flip. But Spy still holding the backpack. And that deep could come through and pay off dividends. We'll see. 3v3 here for the retake now. With 20 seconds left to go, here comes the hit.
And what a difficult position to be in for Zidium, who had such a big bit of energy coming into this game, but Creed finds one with the Deagle before getting taken down. There was only 9 seconds left. Even if he picked up that second kill, I don't think we're making a play for that last player and to defuse the bomb. So Kings answer back big that round, put themselves with 2 on the board, and now is the final round of the Kings offense before we switch sides. And that's going to be a big test for Zidium, because we've seen them have a good defense, but can they push into Kings and win those fights on the fly? Kree is going to pick off one in raid.
Oh, yikes. There we go. Bomb not even needed. 3-3. We're tied up. We flip sides. Now, Kings get an opportunity to have the defending side. Zidium now going to have to find, as you just mentioned, the success here on the offense for the next 6 rounds. Only yielding 3 rounds as we get the flip in. Let's see if they can put in the work. They are running right into some demons. They've held their own so far. Let's see if they can continue to do it. They hit over here towards the brick side. Going to be sustained. You got a little bit of map control by Raid. Was just looking for anybody to make the trip down the stairs and fall right into his gunny. As you're on the opposite side of the wall, you can hear there's a trophy there, so certainly somebody is. It's Mirage Lear holding the cheeky little off angle through the backside of the van. So far, no bueno on anybody getting any kind of interactions. Low enough, Denicio opens up with the first blood, finally. Following it up, Mirage Lear. Spy and Marvel, though, they're flawless. Afer, you cannot... My God, bro, I appreciate the effort, but he was snaking it on through blue, and it was not it.
All right, well, got a 2v3 on our hands. Well, spoke too soon. Marvel, Dustin, Denicio, Spy, picking off Kree and Kings, find themselves in the lead for the... Is this the first time, or did they win the first round? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Darn. All right, well, they find themselves in the lead in the second half. Single round. We'll have to see what they bring together here. Marvel narrowly escapes. He's been a big factor for them. You can't be losing out on him early. Raid is going to fall, not having a game, but like I said, Marvel, he'll bite back. Denicio and Says pick up 2. It's going to leave us in a 3v2 advantage in favor of Zidium here. Do believe they have positions on 1, but they've gone ahead, backed off, got the bomb plant, and are now looking to set up a line of defense here. You've got Denicio covering mid. You've got Afer looking to cover this backside long flank. And of course, you've got Says on the bomb. Marvel, can you find some heads on Ur? Can you make the flank? Or is Zidium going to hang on and get another round on the board?
Oh, here comes. You said flank. Those are the magic words. Denicio's dropped. Renor on a spree. For the backside, Marvel's going to get shut down. Now it's all on him. Not able to get there in time, though. Look at this. You might be able to get the gun. He says he's just going to go ahead and ego it. Doesn't matter. No time to get the bomb defused. Says wins the gunfight just for ish and giggles. And we're tied up yet again. Great little setup there. Great time play. That flank took forever to develop, and Honor might have gotten 2 on it, but the fact that Marvel couldn't find 1 before he got dropped could have been the game changer. Now, payoff round. We'll see if the side of Zidium can continue with that same momentum. Denicio peeking through the middle of the map. Looking to find somebody through it. Hello. It's Marvel. He is him. And he does not miss it even through the smoke.
All right, well, Honor down early is big for the side of Zidium. He was kind of frying out, but they got to find a way to deal with Marvel. 11 kills deep right now. Huge factor of the overall Kings search and destroy performances. Now sitting in a 2v3. Once again, Zidium have done a great job countering the Kings here in this matchup. You can see it looks like we're possibly getting an A-side rotation out of Zidium here right now, and this could be some big impact extra for Marvel. As this, if this door gets peeked, he's right here with the DLQ. Hasn't pulled the trigger either to give his position away, but there it is. Perfect bait on the door.
Gotta love to see it, Marvel. Look how cheeky he is. Prevents the bomb from going down. And he is just a damn nuisance. And on the flip side, Inferno just trying to get whatever kind of wallbang action he can get. Bomb finally going to get planted. They're going to try and get out of dodge. But instead, take the gun. He one goes. It's Marvel through the wall who is actually going to get the credit for the kill. And now it's down to a 1v2. Says and Kree playing it to a T so far. Backside support there for Kree. Says looking to hit the wrap. Doesn't need to. Kree hits the shot. 5-4 lead. Back in the hands of Zidium.
Man, I gotta tell you, Zidium are putting up way more of a fight today than I thought they would. And you know what? I love to see that. I love to see them match that energy that their opponents usually bring to the table and give it their all, because right now we do have a real chance that we could be seeing a Game 3 opportunity, which is not something I got to do the last time I cast. So, you know, I'm excited to get a little bit more squeezed out of this EU region here. So, hoping for big things for Europe. There's plenty of talented players on both sides of these teams, and right now it's Afer with 1 onto Honor. He's the last alive, and Raid came hunting, tied up 5-5. Potentially could see some overtime in our future verdict.
Future looking pretty bright here for an overtime. Be more games we saw on last Thursday, just in this series alone. We'll see if they can top it. EU, can you overcome the greatness that is King? Zidium is in the driver's seat right now. Mirage Lure and Afer opening up for the trades. Denicio dropping the sniper. He's got a Holger and it bangs. Down to 1. Honor now in a 1v3. Bomb's going down over at the A side, or B side rather. And just like that, pressure is on. 40 seconds for the hit. You got Kree right here. Mechanic Denicio holding the next level. Let's see how many he can find before he goes. Able to cover the back end, but he did not peek that last room. And I think he realizes that. There goes Denicio. Oh my. Are we doing this? Is that what we're doing? Okay, Says. Makes him pay. No harm, no foul.
Man, Zidium in a key position right now. One more round could close the game out with no OT, so they need to come through strong. Kree, Mirage Lure have been on fire. The whole team is actually having across the board a pretty comparable performance, right? So they definitely got some opportunities here. You have obviously a lot of utility getting burned here early on, and then we're going to be playing for picks, most likely. The snipers got to have an impact here for their team. Kree narrowly misses 1 there. Ooh. Honor barely making it out alive. Oh, the hit marker for Kree! That could be game changing. That could be a comeback for Kings.
Okay, Spy says,
my goodness.
Yeah, this ain't it. This is not it. You do not want to hit A. You can't hit B either. You're down to 2. Denicio Says looking to reel it back. They could close it out here with dropping these 4 players or playing this bomb to a T first. They got to find a pick or 2. Minute on the clock now. Time starting to dwindle. They've got to roll. Denisio's dropped. Says, bomb in hand. Looks to make the rotation through. Damn. If it wasn't Marvel, it was Spy. And the pinch is here. 6-6. We're tied up. Rules of overtime, chat. You got to win by 2. On the first round of the attacking side, we're going to have Kings. Let's see what they can find successfully here on this first approach. And we'll see now as I'm on board with the King himself in the EU Marvel. He's got the hot gunny right now. He's got 15. And my God. Kree on the flip side finally gets to double digits himself. That hit marker from last round definitely came back to haunt him.
Yeah, it did, because he got a hit marker, and immediately after, Marvel was able to pick up one of his own. So that could have been a big swap for the team. Maybe things play out a little bit differently after that. We'll never know, but come through here. That would have been a big one for Kree to hit. Couldn't quite get it. And obviously, we've got that bomb plant on B. Time is against them. Denisio finds one. Aper gonna pick up another, and now Kree picks up a CBR in hand, but gets dropped immediately as Onur finds 2. Just like that, 1v1, Denisio versus Onur. Onur's got the bomb planted. He's got Denisio on the run. Big fake out of Denisio, but the shorty, too strong, that close is Onur. Gonna lock that one down for Kings, who now could put the nail in the coffin and close this one out.
You know, we've been in a dead even draw. You look at it, 50-50 on both sides of the bomb for both teams. Starting off with an attack round win, certainly a very, very great way to go if you're Kings. Let's see if they can follow it up with a good defense. Onur holding down the line in the middle of the map. Spy and Inferno putting in God's worth. Denisio's dropped. It's all on Afer. It's all on Kree. Bombs down. Kree finds one, but is instantly taking shots. Afer does not have anything for range. And if this push comes through for more than one, an MP5 is certainly not going to be as valuable as one would think. Spy making the wrap all the way through. They've got P4 controlled. They've got bomb confirmed. And it's just a matter of moments before this one ends. Kings take it to overtime. They take the first round, and it looks like this might be the collapse here for Zidium.
Yeah, I feel pretty bad for Zidium right now. They put up a hell of a fight against an incredible group of opponents. And right now, it looks like it is crashing down, shy of a miracle out of Kree and Afer. And just like that, Kree's down. Afer 1v4 against the Kings. Might find one, but trade is right there for Onur, who closes things out on 14 kills. The 8-6 win coming through for the side of Kings.
There we go. Gotta commend Zidium. Certainly not a team you can just scuff away from and say, hey, we're going to chalk this one up. This is going to be an easy series. They gave them a very good run for their money. The hard point, very close in the first set of hills, and then things escalated. Search or destroy. We go to overtime. It was a very, very close encounter in that first round of overtime. That second one, nowhere near close. Let's take a look at the post-action report before we head back to the desk. Your MVP on the count of bomb plants. That's right, chat. It pays to PTFO. Spy with 14 and 3 bomb plants to go along with it. Marvel, though, putting on a hell of a show. 16 on board for the Madmen in 14 rounds. Onur with 14 on the flip side of things. I don't know how this one was close. I mean, you've got Kree, who put it in 11, and then we've got 9. Well, I guess those numbers do kind of add up. 9 apiece for everybody. It was a collective effort, but collectively, they get to hold the L.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But I do got to say, I think Zidium performed a lot better than I thought they were going to. So definitely want to give them a lot of credit, because Kings is not an easy team for anyone to beat, right? Like that's not a pushover group of players. Kings will absolutely punish you for your flaws, and that's what we saw there in some key moments where Kings needed to bring it back. They were able to overcome, and they end up closing things out in 2-0 fashion.
Okay. Well, Kings, they came, they saw, they conquered. 2-0 series win. We'll take it back to the desk now. Deanna, talk to us. What was that series like on the flip side of things as a viewer? As you're watching that hardpoint develop, like, where did things go wrong for Zidium?
I don't know. I was watching. Actually, this is what I wanted to ask you, but you see great minds think alike, you know. But definitely the first set of heals was very strong for them, and to be honest, coming into this game, you know, I didn't really saw that much of Zitium playing, right, in the past couple of like weeks, so I was like very confident it's gonna be very, very fast, and they will not be able to pick a lot of points. But in the first set of heal, actually they did amazing, and the rotations were on point. Everything was very good for them. The gunfight were actually won by them so many times. They had operators and also score streaks, right? But after that, we switched sides. Well, we didn't switch sides. We went to the second set of rotations, and I don't know, something happened because King started to get gunfights. The King started to get more closer to, and they actually had the rotations on the point. I feel like Zitium started to get outgunned, and that was it, you know. But in the first set of rotation was amazing. I was like, damn, look at them playing so good. And I was like, actually, someone asked me before, and I was like, nah. They're gonna do more than 100 points, but still, Kings is such a good team. Damn, almost 180, so I'm not gonna get my cookies today. Sad,
Yeah,
but next time.
Hey, look, to be honest with you, I was surprised after that first set of hills how close it was.
Yes.
And
yes.
I was like, man, I even admitted on stream, I was like, I didn't think this team was going to be able to get 125. And here we go after the first set of hills. It's 104 to like 60 something. And then they sat at 104 for 3 damn hills, and they collected 2 points after that. And, you know, Fences was not fruitful. It had to come down to the rock. And by that time, they were already digging themselves out of a hole. It just wasn't happening.
Oh yeah, it's like I was like they're gonna get like 110 points. I was actually talking with someone. I was like, they're gonna get 110 points, and then I was like, oh my god, 104, right? It's gonna be. Oh yes, I was right. Obviously, I like both teams, right? But I really wanted to be right. But then 170, damn, well done, Zitium. They keep it very, very close. But then going into the SND, that was a surprise, right? That was a very big surprise because, again, they kept it so close, even on the defending side, even on the attacking side. And I really wanted to ask you, Verti, what do you think was the mistake that Zitium made, right? And they actually not won because they didn't won the SND on the map as slums. How did they...
I don't know if they've made mistakes. I think they did a great job of capitalizing on all the ground they had. As a matter of fact, not being able to put it out in regular time probably was the mistake. Letting it go to overtime probably was the wrong move. But you can't, you know, you can't stop, you know, Kings when they're on. It's a hard ass. The fact that it was that close lets me know that you're a much better search and destroy team than we anticipated. You played the hardpoint very well as well. Overall, Zitium team has a lot of potential. They have a lot of pizzazz. They just need to cover a few odds and ends. Go back and rewatch the VOD. You could have probably put that search or destroy out in regular time, but it didn't happen. So figure out where you need to pinpoint where it went wrong towards the later portion of the search, and maybe you've got a different ball game next time around.
And you know, it's not always to blame, right? Like sometimes you just you just unfortunately lose a gunfight, right? Like sometimes that is the case, and I think that was a big factor in that last matchup. There were big picks that came out of the side of Kings that really allowed them to capitalize. So, I mean, I'm commending Zitium for how well they played together.
Who is that? Who is talking right now?
Me?
Who's me?
Anyone?
Is that Day?
Yeah.
Yes.
Day, I didn't know that was you, bro. I can't see you.
Oh.
Okay.
I think your camera went out. I was trying to like, that's the guy. That's him. It sounded like you, but I couldn't remember, bro.
I'm just like, I was like, wait, is he for real? You know, I was like, wait, am I not hearing anyone or something? Oh yeah. Definitely. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, guess what, chat? We got a little special surprise for you. In between games 1 and 2, we're gonna have a sideshow, and this sideshow is about to be litty. It's a free for all. It is Zim, aka Peanut Peterson, and Deanna. They're gonna square off in a 1v1. May the best player win. As a matter of fact, before we jumped into it, got live today. It was actually 1v1 that Deanna lost, and right now Zim letting her fill those shots. As that first kill comes through, you can almost guarantee that he is certainly going to be body shooting as long as he gets the kill, even if he doesn't get the kill.
I can hear him echoing in my head already.
Oh,
I'm in your head. I'm in your head.
I'm in your head. I'm in your head. Yeah, that's Zim. That is totally Zim. Deanna.
That is absolutely.
Oh, smiley face just for the giggles. Yo, Deanna, don't let him do it to you like that. Oh my God.
Oh man.
We're in
God,
devastation. Zim letting Deanna catch these hands right now.
Did he just use a cryo bomb? Is that even legal?
I thought once, sure. I didn't think you'd let him hit you with the back-to-back, Deanna. Oh my goodness.
Guys, it doesn't help him. It's help him.
All right.
You're supposed to represent us staff.
Yes, man. He's literally the worst person who has ever body shot anybody. How are we letting this fly?
I don't know. I'm telling you. I can't. I don't know. Look, guys, I'm trying, okay? Just don't. No.
Oh, Zim. He is Zimothy.
Right.
What do you call him, Date? Oh, there we go. Drop shot. Immaculate body shots. Deanna finally getting on board with second, but this lead certainly in Zim's hands for the time being, Date. What is it that you call him? Zimberly?
Zimberly, yeah. All right, Deanna, you gotta hit him with the teabag.
Yeah, teabag bodies. No, next one. Next one. Yeah. Yes!
No.
Teabag! Yes! Body shot teabag. Oh! No, that's a hop. There's the teabag. Perfect.
Okay. No, that was so close.
Did he stick your body? Oh, he stuck your body with a cryo. Run, Zimmer! Oh! Yeah, backfired.
All right, Deanna, getting something going here. 5 on the board.
Oh, Deanna's
Making
heating up.
it 6, ties it up.
Oh, there's no way we're not taking the heady, Deanna. What the hell was that? You don't run straight at your opponent. You play the head glitch. Oh, he's boxing your body out right now.
No, boxes.
Oh, there we go. Hey, look, if you see him out in the open running, you play the head glitch to a T-girl.
Okay.
Oh! Right him!
Yeah, there we go, Lee. Swap back over. Peanut Peterson. Needs 3, only 2 needed the heady. Yo, look at you see how he strafed over towards the head glitch? That's what you gotta do, Deanna. You gotta play this one to use your environment to your advantage. Oh, he's camping. He's camping inside of P2. He's camping inside of P2. He's in the heady inside of the container at P2. He's got a sparrow. He's not one to lose this one.
You said this? No, you said P2. That's not P2.
Oh, P3. Then my bad. On the flip side, I don't know.
My God.
Who knows the? Oh, y'all trade. Good trades.
The 9 for 9.
No.
Okay. Tac 5's popped. She wants to gunny. All she gotta do is hit a few shots. I don't think Zim knows it. Eat dust, Zim! Eat dust!
Yes.
Let's go! Alright, chat. That was a special one. I hope you all enjoyed it. EU, we had to fill time because we don't know what the hell is going to happen here in the next few games. Hopefully, we'll get 3 more series ahead of us, but to help fill time, I hope you guys enjoyed that little 1v1. Zim got bested. Deanna won the 1E. And there it is, 10-9 in the score count now. We're going to get geared up for our second series on the night, which should be Animus and 31ers. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors, Gorilla and COD Mobile. We shall return after this this short break. So far, no bueno on anybody getting any kind of interactions. Low enough, Denicio opens up the first blood, finally. Following it up, Mirage, your Spy and Marvel, though, they're flawless. Afer, you cannot... My God, bro, I appreciate the effort, but he was snaking it on through Blue.
Hi guys, welcome back. Okay, we did have a short break after I won that 1v1. Thank you guys for all the support. Teams in EU, if you ever need a sub, I'm available, you know, if I'm not casting. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Don't hate me, guys. But yeah, we are back after this short break. We're gonna see the second matchup of tonight. We are in the second one and we didn't have a DQ today, so I'm actually very, very happy. We're gonna have 31ers versus Animus, and I do believe this is the second time we see Animus play this season, so I'm actually very excited to see them do, and also to see 31ers play. But before that, guys, Verdict, do you have any predictions?
I don't know.
I
haven't seen enough of either of these teams to kind of, you know... Well, I've seen enough of 31ers to know that they have potential, but they haven't been living up to it as much as they did last season. I think Animus take this one in a convincing fashion. It starts strong in the hard point, and then it finishes potentially in the search to destroy. If there is a chance for a game 3, it's banking on a firing range search to destroy win.
Okay, how about today? Okay.
That sounds pretty much right. I fully expect Animus to have an advantage here in this matchup. Just the lineup itself, historically, even if we haven't seen much of them this season, has been much more consistent. We know what a competitor they were last year, and you know, there's some changes here, but I mean, these are all still very top tier names in Europe.
Oh yeah, sure. Well, talking about the maps.
Sure. Says it like they're washed up. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. I was just thinking about no. You guys know.
Yo, Van, thank you for the gift of sub, homie. Thank you for the tier 1.
I was just thinking about something.
Bias. That's what it is.
I am the host here, you know. I'm just gonna try to be as biased as possible, you know. I do like lots of teams in the EU. I do like this season. I like Kings also. I like Atomic. I always keep saying that. So yeah, I'm excited for this matchup. But like, I'm sorry for saying it like that. It wasn't like, I was just thinking, who gonna say the maps because they are kind of basic and we don't have raids. So do you want to tell the maps, please?
Yeah, we can talk maps here in Europe, and gotta say, definitely looking to be a good one. Starting things off, we've got a hard point on a standoff. The 31ers will be on the blue side. Game at 2, we'll be looking at a search and destroy on a firing range, and if we make it to a game 3, we are looking at a standoff control. Is that right?
That is right. Double dose of standoff.
Yeah, double dose of standoff. I'm down. I love standoff.
Yeah, standoff is beautiful. As long as it's not double dose of raid, I'm happy, you know? Even one dose of raid is a lot.
We gotta get a double dose of raid in here at some point now.
Nah, no.
Okay.
Can we?
All right,
No, I
fair
don't
enough.
think we can. Can we?
No, not yet. No, not with the current map pool selection. It doesn't work like that.
Can we say once on raid works? Once a day raid.
No.
One raid map a day keeps the doctor away.
Keeps the other away.
Yeah.
God.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Okay.
But yeah, you know what? I know this game gonna be good, so I'm gonna let you guys cast. I'm gonna be back after the second matchup. Have fun.
All right, Deanna, thank you. Bringing us all the heat in the action early here in this one. We've already made our predictions. I think we got to stick to it. I think 31ers have shown to be a pretty promising team, but they just haven't handled business in the hardpoint like we'd like them to. They did a great job on their first journey back into, I think it was on the 25th, where we saw them start off in the slumps of Apocalypse, and they dug themselves deep and rode it back in on that second set of hills, kind of like what we saw out of our first series of the night. So next time we got to see them, it was on that same Apocalypse map, and you just got bested. It was an L that they took against Zidium on it. This time around, standoff could be a very similar case. What are your thoughts, Dave?
It is possible, right? I mean, the 31ers, this is definitely a strong group of players. Aether is one of the players that we watched from very, very new in the competitive scene up to what I thought was actually a very explosive player throughout points of last year's competition. You've got Nutella, who can come and spice things up. You've got General Gore, who can both play that aggressive SMG role or sit back and pull out the sniper in a lot of occasions as well and pop off with that. So definitely some big opportunities here for the 31ers. But again, overall, I think the consistency rolling on the side of Animus just looks like the team to win here today. So I would be impressed if the 31ers came through with a victory, but I'm not going to say that they can't do it either.
Okay. Well, what I will say is we can't do this. Game number 1 of this second series is going to be net back to the lobby chat. We're going to go ahead and adjust some things before we get finally tuned and crafted and ready to go here for it. So a little premature on the gunny. Maybe someone didn't have a loadout they like. Maybe someone just didn't load in at all. But nonetheless, here we go. Second time's a charm in this instance. We hope for the best. Double dose of standoff. Gotta love it, man. Don't get to see that map too often moving forward. As a matter of fact, the only time we will see it moving forward is actually going to be in Control, which is a complete L. I think it needs to be... Oh, wait. Is it a Search and Destroy map too?
I don't remember.
It's not. It's not a Search and Destroy map. Imagine if it was a Search and Destroy map and we got to see a triple dose of Search and Destroy. Or triple dose of standoff.
Let me...
It's not. I'm looking at the bans. All the maps that are banned are, the only options. And the only one that made it through was the one that we're playing. So it's Express, Meltdown, Tunisia, Slums, and Firing Range for Search or Destroy map pool. Look, to only see standoff in one mode, and it's not even a good mode for it. That's an L.
I'm looking on COD Mobile Esports for the list.
I just told you the list.
I know, but I'm visual.
Oh.
I'm dumb.
Got it. You see it?
Keep it 100 with you. No, I'm still looking for it.
You still looking for it? You got to look at the esports settings. Not
I'm
rules.
looking at like all of the updates for competitive. I looked through them a while back, but I'm also like scrolling through their stuff, looking at the operator stuff and the SVD or I'm not the SKS. I mean, being added to the ban list is absolutely huge. W for some, unfortunate for others.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Second time's charge chat. Here we go. Standoff. Hardpoint. Enjoy it while it lasts. Arsenal's not added into the map pool as of yet. It is, but it's not available to play. And I like the substitute for the time being. It's certainly a great map, but right now it's Grizz, Shark, all over the map there, running rampant. They've got the hard point hill for the time being. Gore holding on by a thread. Gets gunned down as the aggression. Just too much to handle so far for the 31ers. Finally getting on board for themselves. Get some kills to go along with it. We've got ourselves a little bit of a scrap fest day.
Yeah, we absolutely do. And overall, we got a big opportunity here for the side of the 31ers, right? I mean, we're on the second half of this first hill, which is a difficult one to hold in standoff hardpoint, right? So we've got to have someone playing back anchor for this side of the map because these P2 spawns are so incredibly important for standoff. If they allow Animus to get in, well, I don't think 31ers will get back into position, so we'll have to see as we roll forward. You can see them now playing back at gas station here. It's going to be a break coming through for Animus. Cathilia continues the kill feed in their favor, and now you've got Zed. He's going to fall as well. Jirari picks up another, and the Animus kill feed doesn't stop.
Neither does the pain. 31ers taking a back seat here as the early rotation doesn't pan out. Tella hanging on. He is one making the rotation through. He's got gas station control, but that's about it. Zed losing a big gunfire right there. Aether on the hop up. Spraying and praying for his life. Trying to get into it. There's only one player on to the objective. That one player is a dynamite. Nards scrapping back. And P2 lockdown has been a sweatshop. Here are the sweats to play. Narcs heading down to the bottom side of the hill. Legacy able to shut him down. The trades are clean. And just like that, it might be a full-time heading over towards that P3 now, as you can see it. Big investment. Spoiled early on. Animus locking down all this time on the back end, too.
All right, well, 80 points on the board right now for Animus. They've done a great job of capitalizing on their skill over their opponents. And it shows in a lot of these rotations. Animus consistently winning the key gunfights. But right now, Nutella in the back with the UL here is going to fry down two. Slows down the rotation out of Animus. Even able to come through and pick off another. This is a big opportunity for the 31ers to get back in the action. Legacy for two. And it looks like the tractor spawns might be going over to the 31ers. Animus pushed on in from the backside, though. It's Narcs and Gathalia with a big break. But Aether going to come through with that grab vortex and fends off the opponents for now.
Oh, but fends off the opponents and more importantly, burns 3 operators along with it. I heard that Piri pop on the flip side of things. You got nothing working with. Everything is reset. The claw went, oh, not the claw, but the sparrow went to waste. After finding a few kills, you don't get a break to show for it. You get a little bit of a deficit being recovered and regrouped. And right now, still a very doable map here for the side of the 31ers. Let's see if they can get the break here in P4. This is a lockdown. Look at the setup. Drari through the smoke. Going to be able to shut down one. Nobody there for the trade. Zed catching smoke on the flip side of it. The break looking like it might not be happening. Sea of yellow on the left-hand side of your screen. It is all Animus. They are locking it down here in the market.
All right, well, Animus, they're definitely the favorited to win this matchup, but obviously the 31ers, they got some talent. They can bring the heat, so not a huge advantage for Animus right now, but they've got another tail end of the hill, and it's going to be Zed with 2 before getting taken down. Narcs going to clean up the rest, and that's a fair bit of investment from the 31ers dumping into those final seconds. And it's all time going over to the side of Animus, who are now doubling up on their opponents with 130, almost 140 points on the board.
Yeah, you would have liked to see them trade blow for blows after that big P3 hold. Nonetheless, P4 locked down. No ifs, ands, buts about it. You get into the hill, Animus, you are bread and butter. We saw it there in P2. We saw it again there in the P4. 150 and counting now as P1 reset comes through. Let's go ahead and double in. I know it's quite early for a listening, but things are getting out of hand drastically. Let's go ahead and jump in to see what the tone is like for the boys over at Animus.
There's one, guys.
Only one
Guys.
Balım
I
kapma
just
Pablo.
broken, I just
I'm going
broken.
now.
J'ai broken, je suis broken.
Gönül.
Tout low broken. One top market.
Bottom gamma, I think.
Balım kapma.
Let's start to rotate,
Top
start to
market,
rotate.
top market arrive, fais gaffe. Gamma, top gamma.
Jump outside, two side.
Come.
On top market, top
Go
market.
next.
1 HP. He's going gamma, 1 gamma. Be careful.
Top market dead.
I go guys.
We got spawn, we got spawn. They spawn tractor, they spawn tractor.
Après red trash. Ok.
Boxes. I'm watching boxes.
Bottom gamma, push. Bottom gamma, main drive, main. Il va touch. Ils sont 2.
Top shop.
Tout, red car bien 2 factory guys. Red car. Push main. Nice.
Broken and top shop.
Back again, guys. Go.
Green trash.
Careful gas.
Dead farm.
All men and
Pushing fast.
Green trash, two top.
Okay, lockdown there. I'd love to see it. Another 60 bound here for this P2 rotation. And those comms, crispy. Break desperately needed here. They have not found much success out of that P3 rotation first time around. It does not look like they're going to find success here on this one either.
Does not look to be the case, and there was plenty of energy in those comms coming over from the side of Animus. So huge plays out of them, and right now sitting on 216, single hill hold or less possibly away from closing out a victory here. And as P3 gets ready to open, can they make the break? No, it's going to be the 31ers getting big plays on the hill. Gathelia, however, going to find one before getting taken down by Zed. And all that we've got in on the hill right now is Aether, but Zed giving him some covering fire on that balcony as well. But Animus make the break from the inside. Despero only going to find one. That's a big break for Animus here.
Yeah, big break could be the one that puts the dagger in the backs of 31ers. Nobody here for a contest. Only 15 seconds needed to shut this one out. They can't even get close to the hard point. Gore, last-ditch effort. They're trying to. Just not happening. Aether, though, able to jump through the window, able to find some shots in through the grav vortex. But are we just prolonging the inevitable at the point it is? This one is done. Legacy, last hope, hop up, not there. Zed, second chance, not even going to be able to make it through the window seal. 250 to 104. First set of hills, or should I say the first 3 hills, looked great. And then Animus showed up, but they did not look back.
I think showed up is a massive understatement. I mean, Animus just absolutely came through and decimated their opponents. They won out on the major gunfights that swung at big points. Even with early setup out of the 31ers, again, you saw operators not getting great value out of the side of the early oneers. Great capitalization on the side of Animus. And again, the power that this team brings to the table is definitely looking solid, even though maybe a couple of the pieces have changed since the incredible team they were last year as well.
No, yeah. I mean, you look at what did change. Marvel was the only player that is not on this roster that was. And I think that's a big loss, but Shark coming through, he's not necessarily filling that role that, Marvel once did. But you're looking at it right there. They still handle business. Shark, one of the best players in EU. When I started casting the scene, he was the guy to watch. He was him. He was the player that could make the plays and do it in, just at the drop of a hat, right? So to see this roster mesh the way it does, absolutely uncanny so far. Narg starting off with a fiery performance in the objective, as he is known for. I think he ended up being like the #1, hardpoint collector in all of EU last season. It's only right that he starts off this one with a 2-minute 28 time on the hill, as well as a +9. So Animus are slaying 31ers. This is the map that you got to do it on. You've got, I said it earlier, it has to be in search and destroy. It is definitely not going to happen in hardpoint. You saw the results. It was a beatdown.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely expecting big things out of Animus in search and destroy. I mean, that is typically when we think of Animus, that is one of the modes that we expect them to perform in specifically. So It's going to be an uphill battle for the 31ers here. Definitely not going to be an easy one, but they've got opportunities to put up a fight, and if Animus don't take them seriously, which I would say is not a super Animus thing to do, but it is possible, right?
It's very possible. It's very possible. On a map like Firing Range, anything can happen. This Animus team doesn't look flawless on Firing Range. They don't look like they're, you know, unbeatable. They look, you know, they look 50-50 on it. It's just dependent upon what team shows up on a given day. I think the last time we saw this team play on this very map, I'd have to go back and check. I think it was on the first day of the broadcast, and we saw them go against Atomic, and they only beat them 7-4. I'm not saying like they only beat them. Like, I mean, a win is a win, but let's be real. They blew the brakes off Atomic in the hardpoint, 250-30. To follow it up with a 7-4 performance against a, you know, let's not even lie. It's not even sugarcoated. That's a tier 2 team. That's not a tier 1 team. It'll certainly tell you that their Search and Destroy definitely needs improvement on this very map. Let's see if 31ers have their A game brought to the table and able to capitalize. We're going to have the first 6 rounds on the defense. Might be up for a little bit of upset season. We might be going to that game 3 day. Could be very likely on this map.
All right, well, this could be a big opportunity for Animus to close things out in 2-0 fashion, but it's going to be the 31ers. Couple kills on the board off the start. The Animus answers back with a trade. Durari picking up a big snipe, and I got to say, I'm going to miss the Durari and Marvel combo. That is definitely something I can admit, but they've got so much sniper talent on this team already, you know? It is definitely a big change here. But right now, Shark, last alive in a 1v2, gets the guns onto Legacy, but can he finish him off? Legacy tailing on out, Zed on the chase. Shark unable to finish him off yet, but he's coming up behind. The slide might have gave away his position, but he gets the one shot. And just like that, Shark, 2 kills on the board. Now looking at a 1 versus 1, but you do got to worry. Zed does have that buy 15 in hand. That could be a 1 shot off of the game. And Shark playing it safe, making the long side rotation here instead of trying to go through mid. And it pays off. Oh my goodness, the clutch.
I'm in shambles, bro. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I was watching this one through the eyes of Zed. I'm like, why is he not defusing the bomb? And then, you know, maybe like 30 seconds into the interaction of the manhunt that Shark went on to collect the bounty on Legacy, only to find out the bomb had not been planted yet. I was shaking my head, bro. And then on the flip side of that, Zed, why are we not engaging that? It's a 1v2. You have the numbers. Right now, surely we're not going to see this one sold off. This is Narcs.
There's no way.
There's no way. Yeah, there we go. Oh, first shot doesn't hit in a 1v4. You gotta like the fact that the 31ers are being aggressive with it. On the flip side of things, you gotta like that he didn't hit that first shot. And certainly, we're tied back up. Should be a 2-0 lead in the 31ers' favor. We'll recircle that round and scratch our heads together on that one.
Circle that round and scratch our heads together. All right, well, right now, got to see some more movement out of the side of Animus. This is a team that we, again, historically would expect to do good in Search and Destroy, and we haven't seen enough of them this season to see if that is going to continue to be the case. Right now, we do have a first blood onto Legacy. And, well, we find a second with Durari getting the pick onto Nutella. That's going to leave us in a 5 versus 3 scenario. Definitely a big opportunity for Animus to capitalize here. Bomb is in the hands of Gathilia, and you can see they're starting to push up. Zed going to find one. Gore and Aether each find one as well, but Narcs here for a refrag. That's going to leave us in a 2 versus 2 verdict. Gore sliding on in. Gathilia on the hunt. Can't quite get the kill. Narcs, oh, just narrowly misses the window he had there. I think he might have just got spotted by Gore.
Oh, there we go, finally. Zedge dealt with Gore. I don't know how this man is still alive. He's in trailer. He got pushed by Gathilla, and I think the call out was to, hey, double back. Let's get the spawn plant down. let's regroup and let's you know, play our game. We don't need to take these unnecessary gunfights. Let's force the hands of the opponents right now. Hands have been forced in Gore. Even through the cuffs, gonna be able to find the shot right there onto Narcs. And the 1v2 journey down to a 1v1. Bombs planted yet again. 20 seconds left to go. Bomb heady's being played to a T. Ithilla wins those. Like the odds there. Love the perseverance out of Gore. More importantly, ultimately, just not enough. Lead back in the hands of Animus.
All right, well, Animus sitting up 2-1 right now in this matchup. It's been a fairly even effort put in by all of these players. 3 kills apiece for Narcs and Shark, 2 apiece for Drari and Gadea, 1 for Grizz. We'll go for the opposition. Hey, we're getting some good numbers put up over here as well. Legacy sitting on 4. Gore sitting on 4. Aether sitting on 3. If Zed and Nutella can find a couple rounds that they can help assist in this matchup, they absolutely could grab some more rounds for themselves as well. Aether gonna pick up kill number 4 for himself, taking down Grizz. What a huge pick. Aether picks up Narcs as well. That's gonna leave Shark once again in a terrible situation. 1v5, finds 2, gets taken down. Legacy with the bomb defuse. We're all tied up 2-2.
There we go. Great little bounce back round. 31ers. You're like flawless on the retake there. The 5v5 ensued. And surely enough, Animus dropped like flies as soon as that bomb goes down. Gotta love it. We'll see if they can do the same thing now, or even prevent this bomb from going down right now. The dimensional team of Animus being very one-sided here on the A site. First blood does go through, and Drari, Nutella right underneath Grizz. Grizz just hops in his lap! Very unfortunate timing. He is not Santa. He is not going to bring you a sack of toys, homie. He brought you something else, and it was the gunny. So, B-side hit now. As I said, one-dimensional 4 rounds in. Look at Nutella. He's on the prowl. Able to get some shots in. Is going to be able to get the finish there on Gathilla, but the bomb going to be dropped in the midst of all that action. Brings us down to a 1v2 as Gore wins another one. And Narcs now going to be... That's a freebie. Okay, I speak too soon. A 1v2, now a 1v1. And Aether did not... Okay, finally he's moving. I was about to say, there's no way we're not getting that call out.
Apparently a little bit behind, but Narcs and Aether 1v1 here. Narcs sitting on 4. Aether been hot for the side of the 31ers here. 7 kills on board. Narcs goes for the fake, but little does he know Aether was not in the area, but here he comes. Switchblade in hand. Could be a big opportunity here. Ooh, the hit marker is huge. The drop shot comes through. And Narcs gonna get taken down. I guess it wasn't like really entirely a drop shot. He was around the corner. But either way, the positioning advantage there was huge for Aether, who clutches up 8 kills on board for this madman.
There we go. Denies, more importantly, Narcs a 1v2 that could have been very easily done. Wasn't satisfied with the last B-side hit. We're going to brute force push it. Here comes Zed. Not a single shot let out. Grizz shutting him down. Trades, though, as Grizz does get dropped. Legacy in a cheeky little spot. Let's see if he can go big. Narcs able to shut down Nutella on the aggression. Narcs actually going to get bodied himself. Gathilla can't get the corner slid, but they deal the damage collectively there as Gathilla and Shark finally get the shots in. We're tied up, rolling into a flip sides. And so far, so good. Both teams looking pretty good here in firing range, but is it the attack strats that are dominant for the side of the 31ers, or was it the defense that was dominant? And vice versa. Anarchy, or not Anarchy, but Animus, rather. God, I haven't seen that Anarchy name in a while. Animus only finding 3 on the defense. You got to stop and think maybe. Or 31ers only finding 3 on the defense. You got to think that their attack strat's got to be way stronger.
Oh, you definitely have to think so. Right now, we are sitting tied up at a 3-3, so it could go either which way, but Gore, enormous opening pick, taking it down Drari, one of those sniper players for the side of Animus that we expect to, see in the feed, see those early picks coming out of them. So that is absolutely huge as the 31ers just won't let go, despite Zed still having a particularly low experience right now, low impact game out of him. So again, if he can turn things up, they could absolutely push this to a game 3.
Oh, here comes the push inside the trailer site. Zed, bro, you are not him. Put the shotgun away. That was grotesque. There's no way we're stacking that backside. That was also gross from Legacy. Able to get the flick, turns, and burns onto Grizz. But the damage is done. The heat is being felt here in firing range. And the sun super bright. We'll see the shade being occupied for the time being. But Legacy, you've got to make a rotation out of this very hot and humid 10 building. But, oh, God, there it is. The rotation from Githella not going to be able to be there with Shark himself. No trades being made here for Shark. Bomb is inside of the trailer site, and here comes the push. Legacy for the clutch. Gets the bomb, gets out of dodge. Shark making the wrap. 6 seconds left to go. He's got to commit. He cannot fake this defuse, or this plant. Legacy going to get the job done now, but Wonder's right into Shark's lap. Good reads.
Good reads out of Shark. The body shots coming in. And obviously, plenty of time for the defuse. That's going to be a 4-3 advantage in favor of the squad over on Animus. Again, this is the team we expect to be on top, and they certainly asserted a little bit of dominance during that last round. All right,
okay.
Rotations coming through. Shark pushing up the backside here. This is going to be a long flank play out of Grizz and Shark. Is it gonna come together here, Verdict?
Looks like it might be able to. Grizz is already cutting it in half. He's looking for the heat. He's going to find it. In trailer we go. Legacy not a last player alive yet again. It didn't really need too much of that flank to develop. Obviously, Grizz and Shark combined for 2, but the front side approach absolutely locked down. Only one player traded out in the midst of all that action. So, Animus doing the most here on the defensive side. Nothing on the attacking strats here from 31ers if they have gone absolutely quiet. They need to find at least one to stop this hemorrhaging, man. Narcs just continuing to put in the shots. Able to find his 8th. Will it be that, though, as Drari finds another one? Man, look at this Animus team. They're swarming. They're pack wolf style. This round's over in 23 seconds. Day. Good night. This could be the last round.
It could be, and well, this again is kind of what we expected out of this matchup. Animus coming through strong and consistent here in their search and destroy. Again, not seen a whole bunch of them this season.
Oh my God.
But gotta say, they are performing well right now. Aether gonna do what he can for the team. Picks up 1 there, make it 2.
Oh, how does that not hit? There we go.
Oh my goodness.
I was about to say, he was like literally rubbing elbows with Narcs, shooting, or not shooting, but pulling out the gloves, but finally he takes him down. Damage is done, though. Nutella's here for the clutch. Able to collect the bomb and get gone. Grizz, he's got a sniper. He's not known for his shots. We'll see if we talk about him afterwards. Nutella. He's got a Finnick and the bomb in sight. He wants the ego. He wants to challenge. Grizz says he wants the smoke.
Big
You can have
doable,
it.
big play, Nutella.
He can have it.
All right,
Grizz,
well.
you kind of sold that round, bro. I know this was for the memes. You're not a sniper, homie. You pulled a Zed that round.
Was a little bit disrespectful. All right, well. Getting on into the action here. Is this going to be the final round? Or will the 30 winners find a way to hang on just a little bit longer here in this matchup? Or possibly even bring things back and find a way to turn things around? Drari going to get the trade. It's now a 2-4-2. Bomb plant does come through. Is there enough in the tank still for them to capitalize? Nutella, I think he heard the player rotating underneath him here. I believe that is Gathelia. Sure enough, free kill. The Fennec fries him so fast. Don't even get the chance to turn around for that one. But Drari finds 2 of his own. Nutella runs out of bullets. And Narcs, plenty of time to close this one out. And that's going to be Animus with the 2-0 victory verdict.
Grizz, not you. You can't snipe. Drari, my man, you are him when it comes down to the scope. What a freak. What an absolute nightmare. Drops 12 in this one. And that last two, he catches Gore like right in the corner, man. Boom! Right in the kisser. And then he follows it up with a hit marker. I'm talking about bro was one. Of course, Narcs is going to get the trade. Great overall performance there, Animus. They close out this series. Bring out the brooms yet again, 2-0 style. 12 kills on board for both Shark and Drari. Narcs there with 10, 7 for Gathilla, 5 for Grizz. The flip side of things, you got a very, very disappointed 31ers team. They only found one round on that defending site. One round. That is a tough way to go. Attacking strats, not there. Animus, read you like a book. That brings us to the end of our second series, where Animus continuing to show up and show out when they are able to play. Deanna, talk to me. Taking it back to the host desk. As an Animus fan, I know you might be split still. I think, more Kings certainly still, has, but you have been a through and through Animus fan for the longest.
Yes.
Tell me, was it impressive?
Yes. Yeah, it was. It was obviously because, we are used here in EU that Animus comes and, handle business, as you guys say. Every time, right? We did had a very nice beginning of the hardpoint, right, game. But after, I think, P3, it was very, very brutal. First set of, 31ers. They tried their best, but... no, Animus had the control and they did actually very good on the stand-up. But now coming into the S&D, right, it was very close at the beginning and, I thought, to be honest, 31 was gonna take 6 rounds, but they did 4. It was good at the beginning. We did had some close games, right, and close rounds, but Animus came and they definitely dominated the game, right? More the hardpoint than the S&D. I feel like in the S&D it was good on the side of 31ers too, if it makes sense, right? Because they were like, they didn't lost 1-7, they did put some fight and they won their Gaia fights, and Either was doing good with the kills and Jiragor also with the sniper shots. So yeah, I did saw Zed trying to shotgun. Now I'm sorry because that was brutal.
He is not that guy from China. Yeah, bro, that was
good try though. Good try.
No, that was not a good try.
No.
Against a team like Animus, that was a terrible try, Zed. I know why you left the lobby, bro. We're not even mad at it.
Oh no. But yeah, it was kind of the same as Grizz with the sniper. And when you said Zed, I was Zed. I was like, nah. No, there's no way. But yeah, definitely a good it's a second game. So guys, we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna ready up for the third game of tonight. In the same time, we're gonna have a word from our sponsor called Mobile and Gorilla. So be right back. welcome back. We did had a short break and we are in the third game. And guess what? We don't have any DQs. I'm actually very happy we don't have any DQs today. Yeah,
It's still early. It's still early.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. We can never say never. You know, it's EO here. DQ is like I'm telling you. I'm asking.
It's guaranteed to happen, just like the sun rising.
Exactly.
And setting.
Like
it
I
happens.
wanna. Yeah, daily, you know, daily. I'm surprised that today we don't have one. Yeah, guys, don't DQ, please, don't. If you don't have a player, I'm gonna come sub, okay? Okay, joking. But yeah, we're here for the third game of set. It's gonna be 117 Not Found versus Exclusive. And guys, do you have any predictions regarding this?
I don't know. I'm not gonna touch this one. I want to say it's gonna be a clean fight. I don't know what to anticipate out of either of these teams if I haven't seen them much. What I will say is the one time we did see Exclusive, they look good. They look like a much better team
that's
than
what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, than what we saw out of FA Ducks all season long last season. So hopefully they keep that same momentum and we see a close matchup.
On the side of Exclusive as well, a lot of these guys have history of playing together on teams in the past. So I think there's
they just played a whole season under the name FA Dogs. They just added Fates, though.
Right.
Yeah. And
but I'm saying like even last year though.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't see JC here, so I do see Faints, but I don't see JC, so it's gonna be interesting. Last time we did saw JC. It's good on the OBJ as always. But yeah, so this is gonna be the third game, right? All players are in the lobby, so they can't leave now. We don't have a DQ. Verdict, do you want to go over the maps? I do believe you're gonna like them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We are going to start this off with a little bit of a snowy course of Summit there for game number 1. Meltdown for game number 2. And if it does go the distance, we could very much so see a game 3 on a map that we have yet to cast today. It's a Black Ops Cold War map, so I know you're familiar with it. It's Crossroads Strikes. Chances of this one going the distance have to be on the backs of Exclusive, though. I think 117 is still the better team.
I would pretty much agree with that.
Me too.
I do
hope we're gonna see a control, right?
It's likely.
We would hope so.
Yeah, we want guys Exclusive win. In order to happen that, they really need to take the S&D. I do believe the hard point's gonna be much in favor of 117 Not Found. So I do hope the S&D is gonna be a good one, because they're gonna play on Meltdown. So Meltdown is quite new because they just switched it a couple of weeks ago. So it's very interesting to see how players are doing on these new maps. And I wish to see more new maps in the mix, not like the past matchup when we had standoff and fighting range. You know, I wish to see like more of the new maps. But enough with talking about me. You guys gonna have a blast casting, and I'm gonna be back after this matchup.
All right, we'll see Deanna after this one. We've got a banger on our hands. This is our highlight matchup of the night, right? This one's the one that we had banking on going the distance off the rip. And off the bat, we saw 2 great series so far today. So it can only be much better from here on out. I say that. I put an explanation point by it, but I also put an asterisk and a question mark. This one is literally going to be, I mean, it's going to be anybody's game. I just don't know who is going to take the advantage off the rip.
All right, well, we will see. 117 Not Found, definitely a team of killers. Exclusive, a team of legends who will come out on top. This is definitely, probably got to be our most exciting map or matchup of the night by far as well. So, all right, now P1 on Summit. Kind of a difficult hill to get in and hold when you don't have operators and possibly even streaks to work with. And right now you can see both teams scrapping out for very little net gain either way so far. We're looking at an 8-8 with half of the time burned. We all know it's really P3 and P4 where things will take off for one of these teams. At least for a first hill rotation, Verdict.
Yeah, one thing I will say is something's changed on this 117 team that we haven't really addressed this yet. They added Rasmo. I don't know when that was, but that's a smooth pickup. That's one of those players, one of those stage 5 players getting that experience. You combine that with Karma and Caesar and what they bring to the table, as well as Saturn's when he is on. Certainly something to talk about. Right now, we're going to less talk about that and more talk about exclusive. They have racked up the points off of P1. They've got a little bit of a lead. Karma there for the contest here in P2. Oh my god, turns and burns on 1. Creed finally able to shut him down, though, as the bottom side is locked by the Legend himself, but he gets gunned as well. There is not a lot of cover here in the Catwalk Day, and so far it's been a back and forth with.
All right, well, a little bit of a lead right now in favor of exclusive, but obviously this game is far from over. Verdict just now getting into the second half of P2. We're not even to our first P3, which can be one of the 2 ideal money hills on this map. Obviously P4 being its opposite end of the map counterpart. So we'll see right now. You can see it is 117, putting a lot of priority to getting into that position. Can they lock it down, though, is the question. Right now, looking like we got some exclusive gunfight wins. And now, 117 playing from the backside now.
Yeah, playing from the backside now, front side now. They get the hit through the front. Backside's locked down. Here comes the hit, exclusive. Letting them have the hands. Here comes the Sparrow along with it, but they trade. And for the time being, the hill going to be still in the hands of the team in blue, 117. Making the connection. They are no longer the Spanish connection. I guess they can still be the Spanish connection. They're not the Spanish exclusive team. Right here, everyone is included on this one. Exclusive trying to get back of having the backside locked down for the time being. They're finally going to be able to clear out the front and going to be able to prosper on a little bit of time, but the gap still being a little slightly in favor of them. We'll see them collect all of this hill time. Lose some big gunfights in the middle of the map, too. We'll see where Lucky spawns at, as the team's already made the journey. He has actually spawned all the way across the Narnia, but this could be huge, though. We'll see him collect some kills on the flip side of things. God, Veer, that sucks.
All right. Well, Veer, unfortunate positioning there. Unfortunate circumstance for him, but still very, very salvageable for the rest of the team. But, oh, man, the feed goes all blue there as 117. Find a way to come alive on this hill. Have a big opportunity to get some points that can bring things back a little bit, right? They can start to neutralize out some of this gap, get themselves back in the mix. With only a 20-point deficit now. They're in a prime position to do so.
Yeah, they are in a prime position. They've got operators for days. They just can't get into a position to actually utilize them. Nothing feels comfortable. Lucky making even worse. Is Veer able to find the kills there needed for the entry? 15 seconds left to scrap for. Plenty of time. Rasmo still lacking on the backside. Nobody there for the wrap. He's going to get the encounter. The shorty wins this time around. And the 2 from the top side, Lucky and Co, are going to be able to continue to pick up the time. So back and forth we've gone. This one leads still in the hands clearly of the boys over in yellow. Exclusive, giving them a run for their money, but it's only by 16, a narrow margin. And nothing you can be too excited about rolling into the reset. We'll see it pop open for business. A little bit of time being collected off the rip, but no gunnies being won in return.
All right. Well, very, very close game here in this hard point. Neither team can get a really anchored down victory here, but partially in fact that we are back onto a P1, which could be very, very difficult to hold without some great operator and score streak usage. So kind of just playing for this next rotation. Purifier out, Neil, 2, Lucky picks up 2 of his own. And this is a little bit of an opportunity for exclusive to grab some trickle time here at the end of P1 on the reset. Hunter Killer gonna take down Veer.
Here we go. Hunter Killer took him down earlier too, bro. He had just popped his Annihilator, man. It felt so horrible. Very tough. Lucky getting the graces of having those streaks racked up. Hill time plus kill time. Absolutely lethal in the scorecard department. He gets called on the reload. There is, yeah, this is a map. It's tiny. Surely enough, Kree going to be able to traverse it very, very well. Here comes the Sparrow. Got two right in front of him. Able to find him post-mortem, but he gets dropped in return. Veery there for the trades as well. Hill time now being collected. And C is yellow on your screen. It's gone back and forth, Day. Scrappy as hell. Big rotation needed out of one of these teams on this P3 site. And you can already see Feint's already trying to lock down the anchor. Veer trying to put in work as well, holding down the green. And surely enough, that's going to lead us to our first listen in. They've got the advantage for this P3 rotation. Let's see if they can hold on to it.
Watch Snowy from side. Nice fence.
Yeah, can you stay green? Can you stay green? Stay mid lane, great. Nice, insane.
One more green, yeah. One con dead. Deep green, two green, green Johnny, behind you, Johnny.
Deep green.
Buddy got me.
Top and E-box.
Oh, he's behind the silo on green.
I spawn out.
You spawn out, yeah. It's fine, I just need to break again. To flip.
Gondola.
He's still down the water tower.
Nah, he got me deep. He's pushing. You need to help him side, guys.
Okay, it's calm for the time being. You heard the spawn out, call out. The break not going to stick. Veery popping the operator to go along with it. We've got ourselves a ball game. 159 and counting. 30 seconds left to scrap for him. Here comes the streaks from both sides. Rasmo doesn't have anything to work with. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Gets shut down on the rotation through the backside. And exclusive have the rights to P3. They lock it down. They take the lead yet again and extend it. Going to be close to north of 50. Roll it into this P4 rotation, Day.
All right, well, definitely a little bit of a lead grabbed ahead by the side of Exclusive. You gotta say, those comms, lots of energy, lots of direction. Would like to hear more confirms, though, on some of the follow-ups, right? So we'll have to see as we keep rolling on how it's gonna be going for them. But big opportunity here for either team. We're still within a single hard point of game being turned around on its head, right? We're only sitting 30 points down by the side up.
Look, man, this is I don't know how this team doesn't have the lead right now. They are gunning, bro. Lucky leading the pack. EM2 on a map like Summit. He is a masterclass. Numbers prevailing here. Neil, the last one alive. No, it's Veer. Can he win the gunny? He does. The shorty, the spawn flip to go along with it. And the break. I don't know how we're getting these for Exclusive. They have barely won any gunfights, but the ones that they do win happen to be right there on the hill. And again, it's hardpoint. It's not TDM. It's not frontline. It's not about winning the gunfights per se. It's about winning the right ones. And right now, they have not lost a right one yet.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, and as a result, Exclusive are just inching ahead little by little. Only 44 points to go for an Exclusive victory, but definitely a position that 117 Not Found can recover from here. A single good hill point hold could put them in the lead, followed up with some more energy on next, and they could close things out. So right now, 117, they're filling up the feed exactly the way they need to. And as you mentioned, Lucky rocking the EM2, not something we see a ton of, but he's bringing it out and he's making it work.
Oh my, he's doing more than making it work. He's obliterating them. Here comes the Pretty. Good for two. Ah, just one. He'll settle for that one, though, as it splits. Does find one, and the AR is here running rampant. I wouldn't say this thing is a main AR. It is certainly maining the rest of the lobby, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone work it the way that Lucky does, and he has been absolutely flawless. Look at that gap. It's linking over to a P2. You've got a lead for the first time here for 117. Can they maximize on it? A hit has to be flawless moving forward. Both teams within one hard point of shutting this one down. It's going to be a scrappy P2. We'll see back and forth we go. Spawns for new are going to be also relevant, but so are the operators. As Lucky pulls his out yet again. He's got 45 on board. The nade shot to prevent the rotation. Nobody here to get to contest, and to seem an Exclusive who had the lead for a majority of this game on the back burner, so banking on a break here on the catwalk.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And like we said, 117 are right back in this with a good P1, a solid opening to the P2, and even able to clean up a little bit more there. But Exclusive finally get themselves onto the hill, denying some of that time. There's not enough time for either of these two teams to win with what's left on this hill, so we will at minimum be playing for a P3 and maybe even a P4, depending on how scrappy this P3 ends up being.
Yo, Fury, you gotta hit those shots, man. This is crunch time. 12 seconds needed for the left-hand side of your screen. Right-hand side. Need 25. They gotta be flawless. Caesar, flirting with disaster here on the backside. Getting shots in on everybody, but cannot get it confirmed. Fury gonna get doused again with CBR bullets galore. The Rap is here, feints, sees it, reads it, burns them. The turn, though, it's not gonna be enough. And the team now, 117 have gotten the break, and this might be it. 5 seconds is all that is needed. This one is done. Exclusive need to grow big. They can't get the time. They can't win a single gunfight to get back onto the objective. And just like that, 117 sneak one right underneath a team that was owning them in the first, make it 2 sets of hills. They were down by like 50 rolling into that P4. And just like that, P1 to the P2 to the P3 break. An absolutely masterful rotation, break that stuck. And a well played. GG's over to 117.
Yeah, and Lucky was frying that game. 50 kills. Why was that game as close as it was? Man was absolutely mad cracked. You've also got Rasmo sitting on 40, Caesar on 32, Karma 37, Saturn 31. Your whole squad's above 30 at this point, and the highs for the other side, 35 on Yaya. We were destroying on 117, but we weren't capitalizing on the positioning, and you know, they were just able to grab it together there at the end. I don't know if you can afford to play that sloppy against this level of competition.
No, you're absolutely right. Let's be real. When you look at the right-hand side of this screen, there is so much negative across the board. There's no way this was as close as it ended up being. Exclusive doing great job of playing the objective. Again, it's not about all of the gunfights necessarily. It's about the ones that matter the most. The ones that matter the absolute most, though, were towards the end, and 117 could not be denied. G's. Lucky, DM2 God. Saturn's coming through right below him with 2 minutes and 5 seconds on the hill. An Exclusive looked great on the objective, as I mentioned, but you've got to close it out. You got to be able to put it away. Just couldn't get the job done.
All right, well, we'll, of course, be gearing up for our next in the series, guys. There it is. Here is the start. We're going to be jumping on into that search and destroy. And I got to say, if that hard point was if that was like a precursor into what's about to happen, I hope this search and destroy is just as incredible, because I want to see more of these two teams facing off head to head. This is that level of competition that we want to see. And for a lot of these players, seeing if they can have a more consistent season is really all they're searching for at this point, right? I mean, these players individually have been at points where we're like, hey, this guy is going to be, one of the top level competitors. And then we've also seen them all go through, or many of them go through some dry spells as well. So it can be a little bit difficult. You got legends like Neil, who we certainly expect to come through and show up here, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough one way or another.
Yeah, one way or another. Again, we might have gotten too happy and pulled the trigger there on that first go around. We double back to the lobby. We are good to go now as everyone's readied up. Second try. Take 2. Roll. Action. Let's go. It's Meltdown. It's Search and Destroy. We want nothing but the best from both of these teams, but we won't complain about having to double back to the lobby. Hopefully everything's good and sound on both fronts. 0-7, they're rocking some pretty solid skins. Rasmo, the new addition. Rocking the rose. It's not banned anymore, chat. Champs Rose says No operator bans. We are letting them have it out. And just like that, we're going to be on board with Neil. Let's see if we can find something at the top side of this office building. The A side hit is not coming. We're going to play a little less aggressive here in this first round. And a lot of map control being earned. Yaya on the bottom side. He's got a top side ramp locked down. Veery holding down the right wing. And still yet to see any action as of yet. Everyone in a position to engage. Feints might be the first one to do it. As he gets aggressive, gets some shots in, but Caesar's right here. Oh, he doesn't like what he sees. Can't get back into cover in quick enough time. Veery able to capture one, but Caesar opening up with the 2 blood. Yaya finding 3. Gets dropped as well. And Dave, we've got a little bit of a heavyweight showdown on our hands.
Yeah, good thing Caesar made some big plays there, because I got to say, I was watching Saturn's, and Saturn's had so much line up for him and just couldn't find the bullets to connect to finish any of them. And that's when Caesar came through and was able to find those 2 from the side. Now, we're looking at a 2v2. You've got Saturn's. You've got Lucky up against Veery and Neil. Definitely some big talent facing off in this one. The bomb plant does come through. It's going to be over on the A side. As you can see, we've got Neil playing at short range, but Lucky able to find the kill. Saturn's pushing on in. It's now Veery last alive. Can he make it happen for the team, or is this going to be a big comeback for 117?
Man, that could have been a binner action for Neil. Big shots come through. It's just a hit marker, though. Saturn's Lucky. They play the tandem duo. They didn't line up. They didn't get knocked down. Lucky finding that kill on Neil might have sealed it, though. I think we need to talk about that a little more. Neil needs to clutch that kill. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. You go back to that round, you look at that kill being cut in half, getting up to the office building. Neil can't pull the trigger. Has to make the rotation back and gets caught in the act. And he was the first one there. There's no business for him losing that one. Again, the legend. See if he can live up to his name. Right now, he's got the right side perch locked down. There's nobody in sight but Saturn's and Caesar. Just enough of the head to get an actual shot in, but Rasmo opening up with a 2-piece for his on. Gets shut down. It's down to Lucky. Things not even coming down to the snipers. These boys are getting aggressive in the trenches there with the gunnies. Bomb's going to go down this time around. It's a 1v3 Lucky. 3 kills to his name. He's going to need 3 more in the defuse to win this one.
All right, definitely a long shot, but certainly possible for players of this caliber, especially some of the sniper talent that we have coming to the table, like Lucky here. He's got 3 kills on the board right now. Definitely a winnable situation. Rotates up, gets the hip fire, gonna take down 1 on Feints. Oh man, running out of time, 10 seconds, had to find 2 kills and a defuse. Ain't gonna happen. We're all tied up, 1-1.
I can't help it, man. I see someone get dumped on like that, bro. Put in a trash can. Hit fire. That wasn't lucky. That was lucky, but that was not lucky. That is skill, bro. He had that great crosshair placement. Fortunately, he doesn't have enough good crosshair placement to take down the rest of the 2 as they burn them up. Chop them up here as we see this round. Payoff. 1 for 1 we've gone so far. Trailblazers of rounds start off. Yaya, he's found 3. I haven't found 1 of those kills on cam as of yet. Went big in the first round. Finally able to get involved here in the third. Let's see if he can make an encore. Neil finding 1, though, as Veers drop. 2 for 1 trades coming through. Bombs down, though. And look at Rasmo. He's all over it. Inside of the tunnel he goes. Lucky on the right wing as well as Caesar. Getting involved with another one. Neil, just stay still for him. Can you make it a little bit more difficult, buddy? You've got to get a little bit of movement involved. Caesar now turns his back. Yaya's right there to shut him down. And it's down to a 1v2 yet again. It's Rasmo. He's all on his lonesome, but he does have this bomb held hostage for the time being. Oh, that's tough.
Oh, yeah. Creed gonna come through with the kill, cleaning things up there. And that is a big victory for the side of Exclusive. Definitely still a doable match either way. We're still very, very early on, only on round 4 now. But right now, Caesar frying 5 on board, Lucky frying 4 on board. Rest of the team sitting down in the dumps a little bit. Rasmo on a 2, Karma and Saturn's sitting on a donut right now. Definitely not what I expect out of Saturn's. And Faints Yaya coming through, find a couple kills, make it the whole team. That's gonna be the end of that one.
Flawless victory. Gotta love to see it, man. This is exclusive. This is, look, when we were talking about this matchup, I said that the hardpoint had to be exclusive, and then the search or destroy was very easily, in my mind, going to be in favor of 117. They have been predominantly one of the best teams in EU, if not the best team at times. Today, not putting on their best effort. The defending side of this meltdown map, not playing their favorites. The Tunes line them up. Lucky peeking through Neil. Right there in the corner, tucked tight inside of the office site. As we see A is locked down, they're going to play for the retake. They're giving B away for free. Saturn's HDR in hand, trying to hold the lane, but nobody is home. Veer trying to get the trade. Lucky not letting him get anything right there. The jump shot's not connected, and my guy cannot get the top side of this lined up either. Oh, Veer almost very well ended, just like his homie and Neil. Rasmo able to find one in the midst of all that. And boy, oh boy, exclusive. Falling apart here in the 5th round.
All right, well, they got some opportunities to gain some ground back, but the 2-piece comes through out of the remaining couple members of exclusive as they find the equalizer. And that's going to bring us down to Lucky and Saturn's up against Viri and Creed. Definitely a winnable circumstance for either team.
Oh
but,
my God.
Man, the energy that exclusive are bringing to the table here, Verdict.
Saturn's is already known. He can't hit a doof. He can't hit it. Oh, he can't hit it with the HDR. Mobility is not a problem, he says. No more donuts. He's got a 2-piece. No fries, no sides, no drink. Just a 2-piece. And puts 2 on board for the boys in blue. 117. Closing the gap here in the search or destroy. Saturn's an absolutely desperate time for him to go big. It's flawless. Lineups there. Shorty not needed. It's the HDR in hand. Saturn's opts to drop the snipe as he does have the switchblade in the payoff round. We could be tied after this one. Day hits over towards the B side. Caesar gets a toe tag. Faints there for the trade. And Saturn's gets the job done and dips.
Yeah, big play from Faints there. 7 kills deep. We're on round 6 right now. So definitely helping the team out in this one. It's a 1-for-1 trade overall, but you got Caesar and Creed taking out 2 players with some pretty solid kills on the scoreboard for right now. Saturn sliding on over. He doesn't know, but we do. He has Faints in the corner, but doesn't matter. Saturn's gonna find the kill.
Oh, Fury.
Starting to be a little bit rough for the side of 117 as Very comes through with a big frag there.
Karma there for the wrap. Gets shut down, and just like that, they both drop. Okay. Got to point out this statistic. I don't know how accurate it is, but based off the stats, you look at these first 6 rounds, it's 4-2. We got 4 bomb plants on the right-hand side of your screen. Don't know if those necessarily were. I think we had that first round that the bomb did go down, but it was defused. But key to success here for the side of the attack tracks. You got to get this bomb plant down. Force your hands, down. Rasmo forcing him down. First blood
down early is big.
Oh, it's huge. He's your main frag, and then Karma's in an all-out vendetta. Cuts all the way through the generators, and that leaves 1 player left. And Yaya, no position here to prevent this bomb from going down.
All right, well, someone on the team needs to give Karma a big bit of credit there. He was struggling all through this matchup and finds a absolutely huge round door play for the team there. It's going to keep things at a 3-4 instead of it starting to snowball out of control. Can we bring it back together once again for the side of 117 is the question. Or will exclusive be able to continue barreling forward?
They are barreling
so now
forward.
Lucky. Lucky opens up with a big kill on Taveri. Another one of those big fraggers on the side of exclusive.
Gotta love it. You clear out the 1 player there. You get the bomb plant down instantly. The awareness on point. Gotta think, Viri, you gotta play your life a little bit better here. If you're getting, just barrel stuffed off the rip is something you got to do a little better. Here comes a retake, though, Neil. Opening up with the first. The easy little kill right there on side of the perch. Karma not putting up much of a fight as he had no idea Neil was there. Top side's control. Feint's still alive and in the swing of things. Neil getting peak form. Able to find another. Needs to find 2 more. His teammates putting on the work as well. Here comes the nade shot. There it goes. 5 seconds. They've got to get this defused. I got plenty of time. Nobody there to drop this one. Ball's in the court of Exclusive. They're begging for a game 3 day. 5-3 lead. Still in their hands.
Yeah, definitely in a good position, but 117 are struggling to put up a fight, but they're still putting one up. A lot of these rounds have gone in their favor convincingly, but again, the consistency just not showing its strong suit at this moment. Gotta bring things back a little bit better as a team. Maybe they can pull things out. But right now, Creed, aggressive push-up, looking to play for the backside here. Finds a free one on Caesar. Dropping down out of the boiler room. Can't quite get the kill onto Karma. Feints, however, able to get the refrag now. Looking at a 2 versus 4 as Exclusive continue to clean things up.
We got the bomb.
Okay. Bombs collected. Things getting cleaned up here. Exclusive. Putting them in a little bit of a blender off the rip. They're aggressive as hell. They're swarmed. Saturn's no place to go. One corner, you got Yaya, and up top, you got Feints. Pick your poison. And here comes Deal, looking to get involved as well. Team shots, absolutely on point. Rasmo, nowhere for a trade. He's cleared out the backside of the map. The homie, they are all here on the flip side of it. And this could be pushing us to that match point after this round. First, oh, Rasmo, you got to hit that one. First shot. Gonna give away his location, the rotation. Gonna be red. Neil! Whoa! There we go! That's it, boiler room! It's getting heated! And just like that, it's cooled off. Veer able to put the deagle shots at him. As we mentioned earlier, it is map point here. Game 3 might be around the corner.
It is definitely looking possible here. Big comeback in the hard point is going to allow 117 to have the map advantage coming into this. And that, as you said, could lead us to a game 3 off the back of Exclusive coming through with the victory. And that would be huge. We don't get a lot of game 3s anymore. So, or haven't, in my opinion, of watching cross-regional as well.
Johnny.
I think there's been a low amount.
Oh,
but man,
Johnny. Johnny. That one's it, buddy. That was it. That was it right there. The 3-piece up top. You can't hit B. You can't hit A. Yaya going to town on him. 7-3. Johnny boy putting in the work. This was not done, Chet. Nope. Thought we're going to have a short day here to you. Finally, some banger series that we have been desperately craving. You're living up to the potential now. The hype is here, right? The talent's here. You guys just got to get your heads out of your you-know-what.
Yeah, the attendance is what we need, you know?
Well, the attendance, exactly. We need the attendance and we need the viewership. You want to see them to grow, you got to invest in it. You can't just 50-50 invest. You can't be a fair weather, oh, well, Mobile Mayhem we don't take seriously. You got to. I don't care what you think. It's not about the money. It's about the scene itself. It's dying, okay? We're giving up, all right? Everything looking like it might not be what we want anymore, okay? That's just it. After said and done, it's not been a great scene. It's not been a great community. We need to make this community something worth fighting for. And there's not much left to fight for it.
We've had a good day today. We've had a good day today.
We'll
had pretty good games. Even some that we did not anticipate to be as good as they were. So, you know, if we get 4 matches uninterrupted here today in EU, I think that's a step in the right direction at least.
You got a point. I wanted to take a look at the post-action report there. 4 plants on board on the right-hand side of your screen. Beery peeking up in his prime form, picks up 8. Yaya, Johnny Boy, coming through with a hot 11, as well as Feints. And they are certainly living up to their name as old legends, indeed. Flip side things, 117. I don't know how they let this map make it through the play, or through the pool. There's just so much wrong about this one for them. Got to figure it out. Either get it banned. Let's see Express, bro. I need to see these guys on Express. I need to see somebody play Express in Call of Duty Mobile in EU. We've got to see Express, and I could care less about Tunisia. I like the map, but I've seen it so many times now. I'm not impressed by it. Meltdown is fun. It's exciting, exhilarating. Clearly exclusive. Love it. Woman 7 probably going to have to get some more practice on it, or just completely ban it from now on. It's certainly doable.
Yeah, you are definitely right there, sir. So we'll see as we have a hopefully exciting Game 3 coming our way. Gotta say, as close as the past 2 maps were, I don't want to get into Game 3 and see one team just absolutely come through with some more pipe and control energy. I want this one to go down to the wire verdict. So we've got a couple players that have performed big on both sides here. Obviously, Yaya and Feint's last game were incredible on the side of Exclusive. So we'll see what they can bring here. Lucky was huge for the side of 117 in that hardpoint. Dropped 50 kills.
Okay. Well, here we go. It's the debut.
Any predictions,
finally.
verdict?
I don't know if I can make a prediction. What I will say is I'm excited. It's Crossroads Strike. It is Control. It's the first time we'll see it. We'll take a look at the map itself. You can see it. It is one of those ones that are going to play out a little differently than what we've seen in past. On A site, you've got the tank, and on the B site, you got the ice. We'll see who's got the ice in the series to close this one out. First few engagements, it's not a go, and into the blender we go. See it blue across the left-hand side of your screen. Let you know that 117, they're here to live with these gunnies in their hands.
And in a good position right now. Got 4 lives ahead on the side of 117. That does give them at least a little bit of extra comfort moving on into this matchup. And I gotta say, I haven't seen enough of this map to like really know what the advantages are, verdict. So, I mean, have you got to cast any or spectate any that you know what side's gonna be
You
play?
You should be very, very privileged. You're taking it. This is my first time. You should be very honored to have the first time
nice
casting with verdict in this Crossroads Strike map. And right now, so far, the defense, they don't have very far to go to get to these points to shut down the chokeholds. And surely enough, no time being stopped here. As a matter of fact, they're bleeding their opponents dry. 117 holding a firm line here on the defense. A site's locked down. B site's locked down. He had a lot of control inside of the room. I believe that one of those rooms we call it just window, or not main, but the main building for the attacking side. So far, so good here as we see a little bit of time being stopped for the time being, but not a lot of lives to work with on either front.
All right, well, lives dwindling away. We're down to 6 on the side of Exclusive, and right now it is looking like Exclusive might be dropping this round 1, and well, we don't know enough about it to know that if it is the if it's the map, if it's the teams. Right now I can say that 117 performing pretty exceptional. Not even gonna drop down into their last little bank of lives here before they win. Sure enough, Caesar coming through with the final.
And there we go. Well, first round was a doozy. It was a knockout. Big kills coming through. 12 and 5 for Caesar, leading the pack on the left-hand side of your screen. You got Creed. He has been putting in some work here in the Crossroad map. I know it's made its way into rank play. Haven't seen any control as of yet, and so far, so good. Defensive map from the looks of it. The hit over towards the A site. You got to get shut down for the time being. You got 1 player left alive. Saturn's not able to play his life. The streak's coming through to play. Creed putting in work. And just like that, back to the spawns they go. First wave of players on both sides. Shut down. Sparrow coming out to play here on the defending side. That's tough, Raswell. Where did you even hit that from, bro? Oh, through the window. This is such a cheeky spot.
We like cheeky, right?
Yeah, I love cheeks. I mean, cheeky, yeah.
All right, well, first round lead in favor of 117, but it's going to be Feints opening up with first blood here in round 2. First blood. I don't know why I said first blood. We're way into the round. I just
blood has been dropped.
I don't know what I said. I meant I was going for he outguns his opponent there, and first blood is what came out. I don't know.
Look at this spawn trap, though. This is so grotesque. Creed, he's got 16. They're bleeding these boys dry. You can't make it past the snow.
Goodness.
And surely enough, you might got your boots on, but you're not ready for this action. Dave, what's it like traveling in snow like this and you're getting gunned down? I mean, you know what traveling in snow is like. Maybe not the gun down part, but...
Yeah, I mean, I was just saying, where do you think I live, homie? Oh my goodness.
You do live in Detroit, or Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Not the D, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the snow's... It's a trade-off, right? It's a trade-off.
Yeah.
There's like... You deal with the snow, but you deal with no other natural disaster, you know? It's...
Oh, man. Speaking of natural disaster, look at this. Into the spawns they go again. They're looking to flip the scripts. Here comes the Preddy as well. It is a lockdown here for the first few kills. As a matter of fact, they're able to get 1 tick of progress on the A. Lucky able to slip through the seams, though. Is trying to peel somebody back. I'm not sure what kind of position he's going for. That window is faint. And a little bit of a jiggle peek. No, that is actually an animation graph, or a little bit of distort. I mean, if you get in that window, it's not necessarily a glitch spot, but you automatically like prone bounce. That's the word I'm looking for.
All right, not a whole lot left for either of these teams as far as an advantage, as we're all tied up 1-1, and both teams here for this third round are sitting on 16 so far. The defensive side of the map has looked very strong, but it's looking close enough right now that you got to believe in Exclusive's ability to possibly come through and take this one. 13-13. We've got operators. We've got 1 score streak for Feints. Let me see what we got here. I forget which button that is. Oh, it's care package. Never mind.
Yep.
Never mind.
Never mind.
I lied.
Lies. Things could slow down here in a moment. Got 1 tick of progress. Just needs 1 second. Lucky. Such a great angle. Just waiting for the push. Reads it. And surely enough, somebody was silly enough to peek without making both angles covered. And with 12 seconds now, time still of the essence. It is coming down to a 7-6. Great position here for Karma. Is going to be able to find 1. Make it 2. Getting the 3rd. No, his teammates there in Lucky. They're getting some team shots, but Lucky gets shut down. Neil gets the gunny. Veery there with him as well. This one's over. 1:05 on the clock, but Steezer getting some shots in. Saturns gets the kill. It's all down the Yaya. Can Johnny go big? 1v4. Saturns says hell no. 2-1 lead, still in the hands of 117. With that being said, they could shut it out here. Let's go ahead and dive in to see how their first interactions go through on the attacking side.
Tiro el trophy adelantado.
Vale, tiro yo flash en la derecha.
Mira, mid. Mid uno, one mid. Siga mid en la corner.
Vale.
Two middle guys, two middle.
Saturn en el helis de enfrente. He's now in inside the...
Dale, está arriba de una mierda, bro. Aguantar, vamos a que no nos puse nada mucho, ¿vale? ¿Veis? Había uno close.
A ver, dejar one jeep.
Back, green is pushing.
Yeah, jeep. He's going mid. Te va por mid. Jeep mid.
Mid, one shot, deep, one shot,
Dead.
mid. One mid, one shot. Mid left side,
I have your right side.
One hour
Middle, he got me.
1 hour respawn, remember, 1 hour respawn.
¿Dónde?
I don't know what it is.
Vale, sí, le he tirado al dron.
One hour, dead.
En el container.
Yeah. Fuck.
After what I've seen so far, I've got to say it's probably a defending side map. As we see, both teams just kind of flooring it on the defense. A little bit of a slip seam for Lucky, though, as he was able to feast inside of the opponent's spawn for a little bit of time. But as soon as he gets found out and outs, he gets shut down. So no harm, no foul here. Defending side standing strong. With that being said, love to see these operators be saved here by exclusives, if they might be rolling into a game or round 5 to determine this game. you're absolutely right, Dave. We're looking at it right here. 5 lives remaining. 5 players standing on the left-hand side of the screen. Make it 3. The only Yaya opening up with 2. Saturn's there for the trade, but you can't live off trades as the player advantage is continuing to slip out of your grasp. Down to 1, it's Lucky. Not an EM2 to save him here. 2-2 tied up going into the 5th.
All right, 2-2. Definitely a lot of energy in those comms, and I think as great as this matchup has been, Verdict, I think at some point this final round we need to get a listen in with Exclusive once more again, because this is such a tight matchup. I mean, we've seen this last map, this control come down a couple times to a very limited number of kill diffs, so right now we've got a Purifier and a Death Machine charged for the side of 117, and for the opposition we've got a Claw and a Sparrow on the board. Nobody's got any kill streaks here. Man, 24-24.
Dead even. You got to find these advantages off the rip. You're going to start to hemorrhage here in a moment. Creed has been the go-to man for this team, though, in this game. In particular, Caesar trying to turn the Jets on as well. He's found a little bit of a crease into the spawn site as he's got the crane locked down. Doesn't have much for range other than the CBR. It's plenty. It's a pocket LMG. Viri trying to fight for his life out of the spawn site. Able to gun 1, guns 2. Pinpoint out and perfected. Rasmo, though, the Death Machine, the Death Note. This one could be over. 19-11. And no signs of progress on either side. They can't even make it out of their spawn at the time being Creed. Going big there. That's 2. Make it 3. They've counted their kills now. Let's get on the hill and let's go ahead and dive in. This is the last run here for the side of Exclusive.
One more deep A, guys.
Left containers pushing up. He's gonna push you up, Neil.
He breaded.
He pushed up spawn. He pushed up spawn. He's right side, on the barrel,
They vortex me in the room. We're gonna lose.
Oh, yeah, I definitely didn't see the life count drop as soon as I dropped into VC. That is all me, chat. That's a big whammy. Viri Yaya, last hope. Luck of the draw on the right side of the map. Yaya gonna take one to go. No, that was Viri. Series ends here in a brutal 5th round. Dominance on the defending side. That one might be up there in regards to control Gavutu, control Al-Bagra Fortress. This one, devastating defending side, wins all sides, all rounds. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, very, very solid matchup, and I gotta say, stuck around a little bit longer than you for that listen-in, and the guys were actually loving it. They were like, "This is great. You know, we've got a great matchup here. We're gonna get VOD review." So I mean, you know, these guys are serious. They weren't down on each other. They're pushing forward.
Good. That is exactly what I wanted to hear. Especially
absolutely. Yeah, as soon as they started all being positive, I'm like, I need to hang out and see where this goes. Let me just see. You know?
They're a good vibe. They're a good group. You know, I've had the pleasure of, you know, playing a few games of Modern Warfare 2 rank with a few of them, and you know, we'll just chill and go back and forth. Yaya in particular, you know, we'll just talk about how washed he is, and then we'll both talk about how washed Creed is, and you know, we'll just go back and forth. They're a good group of guys, right? They just need to get their head straight and make sure they're doing their homework. Hearing that kind of statement come out of your mouth from the listen-ins is an absolutely big dub. But nonetheless, VOD is what they're going to have to live off of. They take one map off of it. The series, though, it swings the favor of 117. They were able to escape victory with just the good side of the map alone, I will say. With that being said, Exclusive had every right to, you know, turn things around there in that control. Not finding any success on the attack, you know that you have to go into this one with a, you know, with a chance of seeing this one go down to around 5 being the deciding factor. You had to have found some successes on the attacking hits. They just weren't there. Not bad. Okay, Yaya says 3 days of scrimming. Not bad. I like it. I love it. Love it. Love to see it. Good games. GG's. Well played. We'll take it back to the host desk. Deanna. 3 games in. First, yeah, right? 3 first control we've seen in, no, not in EU. First Crossroad strike we've seen in EU.
Yes.
And it was bloody. It was brutal. It's, you know, it was a great map.
I was lost. I was lost, but it's the first time actually seeing Crossroads being casted, and it was so nice. I'm still debating on if it's bad or worse than Raid or not, but overall I did like the control. It was such like, I remember out of all rounds I did like the most the second round, okay, when actually Exclusive hold that good spawn trap there. That was actually brutal. Even if they lost in control, they actually did some good, they did had some good rounds and close matchups, right? And overall I could say, talking about the hardpoint too, I feel like it was the best hardpoint I saw this season, right? It was close, we had kills, we had players trying to play the OBJ too. The control was on both sides, right? It started with like a good lead on the side of Exclusive, and they kept it very, very close, right? And also Lucky with 50 kills, that was absolutely amazing. Saturn was also playing with on the OBJ. So overall I feel like it was the best hardpoint game I saw this season. And then going into the S&D, that was so good for Exclusive. Like, they had the control on that meltdown map, right? They were all over the place. They managed to win very fast and very good. But yeah, the Crossroads, I feel like being a new map, you know, maybe players didn't really figure out how to play that much or what are the good spots for them, you know. But overall, it was a very good series and a close one. And to be honest, on the hardpoint, I was actually hoping that Exclusive gonna take the hardpoint too, because they were playing so
They
good.
were,
like,
and
close.
the bad thing is they had no business winning that one. They were getting outslayed left and right, but they had every business to win that one because of majority of their gunfights were won on the objective, and that goes a miles of difference. It doesn't matter if you're picking up 50 kills if you're not getting in the objective. I say that, and Lucky did drop 50 kills, and he did get in the objective. And that was the problem for Exclusive.
Oh yes, definitely. That was a very good third game. Hopefully we're gonna see games like this, because this close and like the kills and everything was just so smooth, you know. It was like very nice to play and watch, actually, not to play, to watch it, because, you know, I do enjoy watching good teams winning like 250 to like 60 or 40 or 70 or 100, you know. But you don't see the same energy, because here I think both teams like were doing kind of the same, and they were like very close, you know, in this particular matchup. I'm not saying in general. So therefore it really kept you know, me, you know, very interested in watching the map and the games, because I was like, wait, Exclusive gonna win, oh wait, 117 gonna win, you know. They were like going back and forth. But yeah, overall this was our third matchup of tonight. We're gonna take a short break, and we're gonna be back with the fourth game of tonight and the last one. Welcome back. We did had a short break, right? But we are back. Okay, and we are here for the 4th game of tonight. And guess what, guys? We didn't have any forfeit. I'm happy. We did had an amazing 3rd game. If you did not catch it, don't forget to go and check the YouTube. It's pinned. You're gonna see the what they are, right? It's gonna be uploaded after it. And also, if you wanna see how I won in a 1v1 against Zim, you can definitely need to go and watch it. You need to go and sub to that YouTube channel, right, and watch it. And you know what, it was amazing. I was like sweating, like, oh my god, it was awesome. But yeah, we are here for the first game of tonight. It's gonna be Panic versus Enigma, and excited for this one, right? I'm excited to see Panic and also Enigma playing as well. And to be honest, I was thinking about some predictions earlier, but I'm gonna let you guys tell me any predictions before.
You're gonna let us take the fall for that?
Yes,
That's what's going on right now?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That's not fair. I've been around less.
That's exactly why we want you to open the door to
throw under the bus people. Like,
all right, well then I think I got to believe in the likes of Patrona, Bison, and Daytel.
Good pick.
On the side of Panic.
Good
See,
pick. I think, See, look, you did great. You didn't miss a beat right there.
Exactly.
Listen,
it's like,
listen.
I just left.
Yeah, something like that. Oh my goodness.
I think I have to agree. I think I got to roll with Panic. I had the chance of casting a community tournament with LoJack. I think that was not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before that, and I had such a great time, man. And they were actually able to beat a team, an iPad team, I believe. I'm not sure who they were, but I don't remember their names. Who was that? Who was the team that they played? Siege, that's right, Siege.
Yeah, Siege.
And it went to a game 5. It was a close series, but Panic ultimately takes the bag in that one. Now, I'm not saying anything about EU being, an iPad heavy, scene, but I'm just saying, both. Either way you want to take it or interpret it. I'm just saying, like, I kind of like the fact that their community tournaments allow teams that want to play on pad to play on pad.
Yes.
Because I think it's a great opportunity to get some practice in. Panic got plenty of practice that day. They looked pretty good in the game modes as well too. So it was close all the way up to that game 5. Here, I don't think it's going to be close. I think they take this one convincingly.
Oh yeah, and
convincingly, he says.
Yeah, I do believe that too. Like I did have the chance to cast before community tournament, and it was either Panic getting the win, either Siege, but there would always be very close. I do believe Panic won more than Siege, but Siege is a strong team, right? Regardless of the fact that they are actually playing on iPad, all of them, and they are actually very, very good, right? I did saw them play before, but yeah, overall, I'm coming into this round thinking I do lean towards the fact that Panic's gonna win. Now, I don't want to say that's gonna be a quick game. I do believe they're gonna take the hardpoint and the S&D in their favor, because you guys saw in the chat and here, Bison, always Pantrox, also Zorky is so good, with the OBJ, right? They have this like good chemistry in my opinion, and I feel like going against Enigma, it's gonna be a little bit easier for them. That's my opinion. Oh, I don't know.
I agree.
Don't hate me, guys. I love you all.
Look, chat, if you have any hate in your heart towards Deanna, first of all, I need you to go look in the mirror and fix whatever you got going on. There's no way you have a hateful, not even just a little bit of hate towards such an amazing person who comes through and doesn't have any malice in her heart. All right? If she speaks something, it's usually the truth. Unless we're talking about Raid, and then that way she can go to hell, man. Raid is a great map, okay? Raid, I'm obviously capping, but you should have seen her face, chat. She was like, what? What did he say? No, I'm kidding. Raid is a special, it's a unique map. She obviously has a very, very strong hatred towards it, just for obvious reasons. I mean, P4 spawns in Raid to begin with, and in Hardpoint are god-awful. I get that. But it is a classic, and we will see it here in this next series.
If
If there's a series.
If we're gonna get past to second. If. Exactly.
Okay.
Hey,
Unless you're saying there's another forfeit or a DQ.
Listen.
No.
It's Europe. It's Europe. The game hasn't happened yet, so there's no guarantee that it will.
There we go. That's so damn true, Day. Well spoken.
Yeah, that's true. But also, I do believe in Panic that they like me and they're gonna just take a 2-0 to not put me through the pain of watching Raid control. So I do believe in them. But before we start the game, guys, you guys both look absolutely amazing. I forgot to say it. I was always, I'm gonna say it after, but then we had other things to say. But yeah, guys, you look absolutely amazing like always.
Thank you.
Yay. I appreciate you. You look great too.
Nice of you.
I was wondering. Look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I checked my DMs, and apparently at the beginning of stream, everyone in Europe was roasting me like, "Damn, Verdict looks like Hitler" or some ish like that. And Zim messaged me, and I was like, "Bro, Europe can kiss my backside." Okay, that's what I can say about that one, bro. I have a mustache, not a stain on my top lip. Chat. It is a mustache. Not a stain right below my nose.
Yikes.
God. Do y'all not know the difference?
We went off the rails hard.
But hey, you know what? We fill time. We're ready to go. It does look like we're good to go here in this series. Deanna, break down this best of 3 real quick.
Okay, so we're gonna start with Hardpoint on standoff, as you guys can see on the screen, followed by an SND on Meltdown. Again, Meltdown, amazing map. And if we're gonna get a third game, it's gonna be a control on Raid. I do hope with all my heart we will not get a third game because I don't like Raid. I do respect you guys from Enigma, you know, you guys are cool and everything, but you know, Raid is just like not today, guys.
Okay.
That is your not today, Satan.
Exactly, not today. I'm not going to hell today. But yeah, I'm gonna see you after this 4th matchup to break out the games. Bye-bye.
Alrighty, we're gonna lock her up. No more hot takes on Raid. Can't stand it anymore. It's a great, phenomenal control map. That's the way it should stay. Maybe Search or Destroy too. I like it for Search. Hardpoint kind of grown on me, gotten a little better, and we've kind of gotten used to how those P4 spawns are actually, you know, kind of, you know, unpredictably predictable. And just when we were just mastering the craft of locking it down, it's out of the rotation and we're not going to be able to play it. So we are good to go. It is game number 1 of our 4th and final series of the day. We've made our predictions. Enigma, can you prove us wrong? Panic, we don't want to be wrong. All right, don't surprise us. Throw us the best heat you got here. It does look like we are good to go. Somebody get the admin in the lobby. Come on, what's going on? Rue, you're literally like a day late and $1 short, homie. We've already had 3 series. There's no way we're trying to get into the lobby now. Oh, chat, I should have said anything. What the? It's not a stain, it's a mustache. It'd be different if I didn't have this part. Oh my god, I do look like Hitler. I did it. Oh god, I can't unsee it. I covered my mustache on my left and right lip, and it looked horrible, bro. I'm gonna have to delete the VOD. We can't upload this one.
Oh my goodness.
This is awful. This is an atrocity. All right, here we go. We're into it.
I don't know what to do for you here, bud.
Oh, well, hey, let's just cast this game. This series is about to be a banger. Game 1, it's going down in standoff. We won't see too much of it. Full wipe on the left-hand side of your screen, though. Back to the spawns you go. And they're still spawning on the north side of this one. South side is where those spawns need to be at for that P2 right now. They've got to get through the storm here on P1. And I mean that literally. Storm is causing chaos right in the middle of the map.
Well, Storm definitely a player that blew up in the competitive scene for Europe as a newer player to the mix, not quite a veteran. But that gonna come through. 2 takes down Daytel, takes down Zorky Patron. 2 of his own, and Panic with a very strong start. A P1 hold on standoff for over 30 seconds. Is definitely big, and now rotating on over towards P2. But it's going to be HBC. Playing up top, you've got Etsy, who was absolutely fire last week as well. Playing it back at the gas station here. Could find a free one onto Daytel. Sure enough, going to find that one there. And a big position for EG to get themselves on the board here.
Getting themselves on board here. Indeed, but they've got to hold off the Storm. Again, Daytel's up top. We know how much damage he can cause. He's taking up a lot of time and certainly putting in some shots on others, but it's not going to be enough for the break. Storm's going to be right on the outskirts. You're going to be shut down through the secret side rotation. So far, B2 locked down. Enigma holding their weight here in this one. How much longer can the hold stick? Top side HBC going hammer. He's got a 5 spree on board. He's done great with the gunny. But they need to deal with Daytel and... Oh my god, there he's going to be able to find another one. He's going to have to deal with Daytel and HBC. Is just not stopping. There goes a grab as well. Okay, we got some clip-worthy material. Don't clip what happened before the game started, chat.
All right, well, we got very close game between these two teams right now, but we're still on this first rotation, heading on in to P3 right now. Enigma, they've got themselves a couple-point lead, but they don't have themselves positioning on to next. Daytel gonna find one on Gone. Yorza did find a wall bang there. In fact, he's gonna find a second kill in the feed, but right now, Panic anchored down on the hill, getting themselves some good time. Daytel able to take Yorza out of the back, but Gone here for the refrag, and now Daytel spawning out, getting farmed. Zorky gonna get taken down as part of HBC's feed there. Oh man, Etsy coming through with a 4-piece. Oh my goodness.
Yo, HBC's getting hill time and he's killing it too. He's got a 9 spree. He has yet to drop since P2, where we saw the god tier since. Zorky gets dusted. Top side of the stairs. He's on 10. Let's go, chat. One player left here on the backside looking for the big blue rotations out. It's Patron. Will he be the one to take down the Titan in HBC, or will he be gunned down yet again? Here comes another Predator. He slabs score streaks. He's looking for the second EMP, but Patron, look at that. He spawns right next to him. And the Preddy, not able to save that one. And a 64-52 still. Enigma hold the keys to the gate here onto this hard point so far.
All right, well, that gonna pick up a kill on the Daytel with that Hunter Killer. Definitely opens the door a little bit for the play into P4 here, but Storm and Bison filling up the feed, finding a way for Panic to hang on, and this is definitely the money hill for this map. Daytel finds another. Yorza with the frag. Back. Refrag onto Bison. Now Storm, claw in hand. Gonna back off the opponents. Only picks up 1 before getting dropped, so not a ton of value out of that claw there. But time in favor of Panic as they grab the lead back once again.
There we go. Since P2, they haven't had it. Right there, big gunny there for Zorky. He's collecting and soaking up all this time, but finally gonna get shut down. Daytel, one last peek. Through the door he goes, and he drops. Etsy there for the trade. Etsy's dropped out as well. As Bison there to pick up what little scrap time. They want the lead. They want the advantage. They've got it. 10 points to be exact. Rolling into a P2. Not as convincing as they'd like, but they'll take a lead is for the time being now. 2 in the feed there on the left-hand side is grading yellow, but it's 2 back in return. We have scrapped back and forth so far, Day. This one's starting to be a little bit of a classic. We can see 14 seconds now separating the 2. P1. Patron is on it. Can he hang on? He cannot go. Picking up his 8th before he goes. And I can't tell which way, one way or another, is going to go. It does look like the advantage for the time being. Still clearly in the hands of the side of Panic.
All right, well, definitely turning out to be a bit of a spicy matchup here. Honestly, Enigma looking like they have a potential to possibly win this hardpoint, which is realistically not what any of us would have expected, right? So the fact that it's as close as it is definitely a big statement for Enigma here. And with time running out on this P1 reset, a little bit of trickle for EG, but P2, you can see, we've already got players stacked for Panic. Etsy, been an absolute cannon. Needs to help the team get into this position. Needs to help this team make the break. Finds 1 on Patron. Was looking for number 2, but his team's going to find that one. Now looking to anchor this backside. for the side of EG, but Storm uncontested inside, finding the gunfight wins. Drone gonna get fired up by a little bit of wallbang there, but doesn't matter. Panic, they're just
they are all
uncontested
over.
in this hill, man.
Yeah, they are indeed, and that's going to lead us to our first listen, and they have weathered this little bit of wave. Let's see how much longer they can last. 30 seconds left to go. Let's see if they can hold on to it for our first listen in.
One back.
Dead.
I'm flashed, your mom, man.
I keep this back.
Wow.
I have mid. Wow. One mid. One
I'm going
stanchion.
next, I'm going.
One CT.
Et ça is dead.
Wow.
One is barrel. Blue barrel.
Yes,
They
it is
got
dead.
good spawn.
One Deli, inside Deli.
Deli. That Deli. One window. Pushing bottom.
One daily, one more.
Deli wall dead.
Wait.
Top blue in the window. No. One in the inside in the window.
One shot inside. One in the mirror. One inside. One upstairs.
Back play.
They have trophy.
Yeah, back spawn.
Okay, there it is. Comms crispy there. P2 is locked down. And however, on the backside, they have not been able to find the keys to success of getting the break here in Big Blue, and a great setup now being came through for the side of Enigma. Looking to get back into it. If they gather all this time, they're certainly going to be within a handful of points. The bad thing is, 2 players on the bottom side looking to make the hit. Here comes Zorky. Looking for the contest. He's going to find it. Wants to gunny. He's got it too. Down the staircase, though, it's Etsy, who has just been a thorn in the side of Panic all game long.
Etsy is an absolute demon here on the side of Enigma. One of the top fraggers in the lobby finds that beam across the map. Obviously, got a lot of pinpoint in play today for all sorts of players. It's been a huge impact on the scene, and I gotta say, only got 1 player using it on the side of Panic, and that is gonna be Bison.
Okay. Storm now. Ready to gut it. He surely is going to find the 3-piece. There goes the hit. Shut down. Waves after waves. Ready to go along with it. Outside the gas station. It's shut down. Here comes the claw on the flip side of things. Enigma need this break desperately. Able to find one. Here comes the tandem duo. HBC can't get the trade. And look at this one, chat. Not going to be a P4 break anytime soon. And it does look like we've got Panic in the driver's seat for this one. They have extended a lead by plenty, rolling into the next set of hills.
All right. 30 points to go for the side of Panic to possibly close things out, or about 100-point retake that we would need to see out of the side of Enigma. And with the courtyard getting ready to open up, it is important that Enigma not only maintain control of the courtyard, or at least deny time from their opponents, but they also need to be watching the rotation over towards the backside. If we do make it through this P1, they have to have spawns for P2, but it doesn't look like, at least not right now, that we're going to make it that far. Kills filling up the feed for Panic. Yorza finally able to get 1, but gets taken down as well. 2 seconds to go. Nobody able to touch. That's going to be Panic coming through with the round 1 hard point victory.
Hard point, hard carry, hard victory, hard fought, both sides. Panic standing firm. Zorky, flawless on that P1 reset. Let's see how much time he actually collected off of this one. I think he holds the record in EU for the most hill time. And I think it's maybe even a global thing. I think he had north of 4 minutes and 10 seconds on a scrim. This game, only 3 minutes of 14. Only 3 minutes of 14. I say it like that. Yeah, that man is known for collecting hill time, Dave. He's an objective warrior. He has no problem PTFOing. And surely enough, that is the name of the game here in Hardpoint. 250 to 152. Very, very swift victory there for Panic as they start off in control of this one. We mentioned it earlier. We made our predictions. So far, everything's standing true.
Yeah, definitely a big matchup for Panic there, but overall they were able to pull things together, obviously, with the 250 to 152 victory. Obviously, you had members that were frying. You had members that were playing OBJ. Obviously, you mentioned Zorky, 314 on the hill. Absolute madman for the team on that front. They need to keep that energy moving forward if they want to find a 2-0 victory here in the Search and Destroy next, which is going to be back on Meltdown as we discussed earlier. And I got to say, I'm glad to see this one coming back into the competitive rotation.
Okay, competitive rotation indeed. We are geared up for it. We are ready for it. Game number 2 right around the corner, chat. This one could be where it ends indeed. We'll see if it pans out perfectly for Panic or if Enigma will be able to snag a victory out of their side. So, not a very, very pleasant hardpoint. Started pretty solid, but again, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And surely enough, that one not close towards the end, chat. Not close towards the end. Yes, I'm wearing my Verticat because I'm tired of you guys absolutely trolling me. There's no way we're having this discussion. Obviously, I'm not falling for it again, so we're here for it. Game number 2, Search and Destroy. It does look like everyone's geared up and ready to go. We got green check mark across the top of the board, but what's the map? I can't see it because my map has got... Oh, it's Meltdown. This one should be at the light.
Yes, it should. That is indeed what we're expecting out of this one. And it looks like we're geared up and ready to go as well. Fantastic.
Alrighty, here we go. This is the last run. This is where the night ends. Asterisk. Insert gameplay here that backs up that statement. We'll see if they
is that what we're doing? Is that how we're playing this one?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, well, getting on into the Search and Destroy verdict. We're siding with Panic to win this matchup. Not really siding with them, but more, predicting that we could see them come through. Yorza able to find 1, taking down a Bison for first blood, as well as we do have a Bob Plant coming through. Yorza finding number 2, Daytel. Take a nap, buddy. Storm able to come through with the refrag for the team, but HBC with the aggressive flank along with Vat is going to clean those up. It is now 1 left alone in patrol. He finds 2, but gets taken down by HBC. There's plenty of time for the defuse, and the defense going to come through with the victory.
Okay. Great little retake. I think the biggest kill on this one was that player who was holding the back line in Storm. He was able to find 1, but could not take down HBC. HBC, I don't know how you got up there without making any noise. Well played. Nonetheless, 1 round in, the defense standing strong for the time being. Let's see if they can continue the pressure. All out, sending towards the B site. A is wide open. Zorky stalling for the time being. They got to put the gas. They got to put the pedal to the metal. Come on, man. Hit the gas. Let's roll. Blood on in. A is wide open.
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Get the hit. 2 down. I don't know what much more you need out of it. Etsy's off a crazy off angle. Yorza able to find the 3rd. Etsy, I switched off at the wrong time, buddy. I did not know you had it like that, bro. And why are we pushing towards the B side?
Etsy?
Okay.
All right, well, a little bit of a bloodbath, and as a result, Etsy going to be the last alive to find 1 on Zorky. Obviously, position going to be revealed now. Bison going to keep them down, and sure enough, Bison going to come through with that cleanup shot, tying things up 1-1 on the board. Still very early in the Search and Destroy, still in the offense favor of Panic. But well, how will the rest of this go, and how will things go when we switch sides as well?
That's absolutely right. It's all about the flip here in Search and Destroy. Obviously, wasn't a flip that could save 117 from earlier. They just couldn't get the ball rolling here. Right now, both teams got the ball rolling. They are rocking with it. Etsy gets 1 before they go. They get traded out. Yorza is yours for the saving as well. There as he takes down Daytel. Bomb's going to go down nonetheless, and with only 3 players left standing, trying to scratch my head. Let's see what Bison can do. I don't know how he was able to slip right past anybody without any kind of notice. Able to get the back shots there. And one gets the frontal as well. But it's Zorky. Or Yorza able to get the trade. Yorza's dropped. Patron going massive on the flank. And the lead now transferred back over to, you guessed it, Panic.
All right, we're at 2-1. Favor Panic. They're going to be able to close things out for our final match of the night in 2-0 fashion, or will they be able to, or will they succumb to their opponents in Enigma? Right now, Etsy, 3 kills on board. You've also got Yorza on 5. That struggling off at the start here, but man, Yorza has been big about finding those first bloods, haven't they? Oh my goodness. Oh, but Patron gets kills number 7 and 8 on the board. Verdict there. Great position in the corner, stopping that rotation. Gonna keep things at a 2v2 between these two teams. You've got Gone and HBC up against Patron and Bison, and Gone and HBC don't have kills to match Bison, let alone the 8 Patron's got.
You're absolutely right. Gone, HBC. Can you ice it up for the boys? Can you put us on tying numbers? Bombs down, and I believe both of them know it for the time being. If they don't, they will in a moment. HBC not making a hit towards the B side. There goes the intel. Bombs down. 42 seconds here for the retake. Pressure on. You've got to make a move. Patron holding the fort. There goes the smoke. Not a very good one, but Gone might be able to make the cross without being seen. He's going to allow Patron for a reposition, but it might be into the pockets of another. Gone rounds the corner, gets dropped. Patron there for the trade on the backside. HBC wins 1. Can he win the 2nd? Up to the top of the sniper's perch. Reads Patron, and Patron playing this one to a T. The Jiggle Peaks going to give him the information he needs. Here comes the challenge. He wins those. 10 on board for Patron, and the denial of the 2v2 clutch. And another lead going in favor of Panic.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Watch out, flashbang.
See what's going to happen here. The payoff round. Big shots out of Etsy, but drop Patron. Feeling it, the flicks, immaculate. Bison good for 1 as well, but... Oh, say what?
So feeling it's an understatement for Patron. I mean, you look at the rest of the team.
He's freaking right now, bro.
So 12 kills on board. Next closest in the lobby is 7. I mean, homie is ahead of the pack and then some. You know who's not ahead of the pack right now? It's Vat. Did get 2 kills on board this round. Is absolutely huge as they were sitting on that donut. But the question is, can they find 2 more? There's 1 on Bison, but now the rotation from Storm. They've got 3 apiece, and Vat doesn't know Storm is behind Storm. Not able to get the line of sight to finish off the kill there. Now with a minute left, bomb down on A. Ooh. That play in the corner hard here. This should be a free kill. This should be free.
Oh,
this should be free.
It is. So much poetic justice in this statement alone. That gunning Bison with the Bison, and then continues to use his own teammate against him. Storm drops. Can't win the gunny. The switchblade up close. Not enough. Got to have a little bit more artillery support. Maybe something that packs a little bit more of a punch. The gold grinder in Vat's hand, absolutely flawless. The tell says, nope, I need 2 more kills for myself too. Is able to find 1. Can he get HBC in the corner? There it goes. 2 there for this round. Storm that wasn't a clap, but it was a nasty 2-piece to go along with it though.
Yeah, definitely a well-needed play for the team. Obviously, they're trying to close things out, and now Storm is scouting things out. Etsy gets the kill in front of him. You see Bison pushing on up. It's a 1v3. They can afford to play a little bit defensive here. Bison taking shots. Etsy coming through. Finds 1.
Oh!
Storm absolutely trolling. Now that's going to leave Zorky with 0 kills on the board. Last alive. But might be able to play time perfectly here. 10 seconds on the board to defend this defuse. And Etsy has no clue Has to go for the defuse. That's a kill for Zorky. That's a clutch up right there. And the 4-2 favor of Panic.
There we go. Side swap. Everything that we knew about these two teams about to unfold here on this one. 4 rounds successfully on the attack, and they do it on the back end. Let's see if the defense pans out perfectly for them. They only need 3 to close this one out. Etsy on the back burners, almost clutching. That's right, chat. Almost doesn't count in COD Mobile, though. It's a hell of a run, though. Look at this one. Oh, my God. How did... Okay, I thought we were... Okay, never mind. HVC's not all the way up in the opponent's spawn. He is right in the middle of the map. I was like, I'm looking at player number 4 on the left-hand side of the screen. Surely, now he is in enemy territory, technically speaking. If the 50-yard line was here in Meltdown, it'd certainly be a little left of where HVC is currently. Nonetheless, a little map control going a long way. Nobody here in the tunnel side. He might be able to make the sneak right through. Gone, on the other hand, has opted for the broiler room approach. Is not going to anticipate Bison there to tell right along with him to fill his place. And Etsy, not going to be able to get the trade. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, Etsy. Oh, my goodness. Etsy has been such a good player for this team of Enigma. Definitely a player that I'm excited to see more and more of as this season goes on. Daytel might lose a head here. Sure enough, Etsy gonna pick that one up, helping the team bring this round back. And with 40 seconds on the board, the bomb starting to push up. This should be a free plant for Etsy here. And Patron and Zorky, 13 kills combined. Well, 12 of those are on Patron right now. Can they clutch up to 2v5? Patron's down. Zorky finds the refrag, but now a 1v3 in 35 seconds with the performance Zorky's having. It would be a little bit of a miracle to clutch this one up here.
Miracle. That's an understatement. He loves the PTFO, but my goodness, he's going to need to get the kills to go along with this one. 20 seconds now. Got to make a move. 3 players, 1 holding the Godheady. Bat doesn't need one. Wins the gunny. And shuts it down. 4-3. Lead still in the hands of Panic, but they are certainly on the back burners of being just absolutely slayed out. You can absolutely thank Etsy for that. Find a way to take him down early in the round. Might be talking about some good defensive strats, but until then, let's see what kind of damage he starts off with. He's got a little cheeky angle at the bottom side, looking for anybody who makes the mid-map rotation storm. Not giving away any kind of freebies on this one. Gone on the flip side of the broiler room, just like last round. Let's see if it's the same exact result. Nothing happening here. Nobody peeking for the time being. 30 seconds in the round. Not a single shot has hit.
All right. Well, the 1-round lead right now is still looking decent for the side of Panic, but they certainly got to find a way to bring things together. More importantly, they got to find a way to shut Etsy down. Etsy climbing up to 10 kills himself. And now it's Daytel coming through with that shutdown. And I think this is about your best opportunity for the side of Panic to close out a round. And sure enough, the kills fall through after Yorza. Last alive, 8 kills on board. But do you got enough gas in the tank to clutch a 1v4 with bomb down? And that bomb is being guarded too.
I don't know if it's more so less about the gasoline in the tank, man. You can only punch it. 4 right next to you. And they're pretty congested. I wouldn't say holding hands, but they're certainly within the vicinity of each other. 2 off on a little bit of a wondrous adventure. Look, Bison's in the deep spawn. Zorky finding his way back over, though. Indeed, Patron not needed here. Zorky going to be able to find his 4th. As I mentioned, it. Broiler Room is king if you're looking for this map control. If surely they take it, never look back. 5-3. Still lead in the favor of Panic. Enigma. Not a great payoff round.
Yeah, definitely not. Now as the lead starts to edge a little bit more in favor of Panic. Again, they be able to close things out, or will EG be able to bring things back? Yorza opens up with a big one. First bloods have been Yorza's job this game. Finds another big kill onto Zorky. That's going to leave Storm and Bison in a 2 versus 4. The bomb plant comes down, and this is almost certainly a round going in favor of Enigma.
Yeah, certainly. Oh my God.
Bison.
Oh, shit. There's no way you give up that many shots. I could have at least seen at least 15, and none of them were able to take him down. Storm, the 2-piece, the follow-up. 1 player left. That, hold down the fort. Don't sell the bag. It was a 4v2. What is going on? Both players are looking. Nobody finding the success on where he is at. Storm gonna go ahead and stick this one. No, it's a fake. The bait taken. And the round captured. 2v4 style. Not even close. Not a body dropped on the right hand of the screen after that bomb goes down. And it all started with Bison getting absolute godsend flick. I don't know who he dumps or bro, but you gotta be disappointed with that result.
Well, it unfortunately happens at times, especially at this level of competition. And right now, it is panic in the absolute driver's seat of this matchup. They're on match point. And right now, it is certainly looking doable that they could pull it together. First blood, however, is going to be on to Zorky, which is big for the side of Enigma, especially as they take down Storm as well. Patron finally able to find something back for the team. 14 kills deep for him. Has been an absolute monster for the side of Enigma to have to deal with. Right now, 2v4 situation. Definitely doable for Enigma to start bringing things back, but they are also running out of time to work with. About half of the time of this attack burned through. Bomb is still down. You've got Patron and Bison on the map to worry about, totaling for 24 kills on the board here, Verdict.
I smell... Smells like disappointment. Smells like another round lost. Could be sold. Bomb's going to be collected. Bomb's down. B-side hit. 2v3 here for the retake. Be another 2v4 sold if they're able to do it. Bison able to find that first one before that bomb plant goes down. He's eaten a nade, but Patron in a great position. Dumpster's gone. Has to reach in. Bison's dropped on the flip side of things. It's down to Patron. He's got 15. He's going to need 17 in the defuse. That already eaten some shots for him. Is going to be able to get the shots to land and continue the dream. What I did smell was indeed... No, I wasn't indeed. It was not upset. It was not disappointment. Maybe it was me being wrong. That's what I smelled.
Maybe.
Or,
Maybe.
Or just hear me out. No, I'm not going to finish that statement.
No, you're just going to let that one slide.
We're going to let that one. We're going to let that one linger.
All right. Well, very, very doable for the side of Enigma. Dude, Yorza. Can someone go back and watch the replay of this game and figure out how many first bloods Yorza has gotten? Like, what an absolute unit for this team. All right, well, the trades in favor of Enigma once again will not go down without a fight. It's looking like they're getting another round on the board as Atsy is going to close out the extra kill. 5-6. Could be looking at some overtime here soon, Verdict.
Could be. This round's it. So far, they've been flawless for 2. Can they make it a 3rd? Let's see what's happening. B-side approach now. 2 players making the transition over to the A site. They look like they're going to give away B for the free. And it might pan out perfectly here for the hit. B is wide open. Etsy realizes that through the smoke, they're going to be able to get this bomb plant down. Maybe a waste of a smoke. There was not a single shot in the mid-map. In the middle of all that action, the rotations now. You got to stack on the back, right into the air spawn, the defense. Looking to make this retake happen, 5v5 style. That in a prime position. Yorza, yet again, first blood. That collapses with a second. Make it 3. Looking for the 4th. Bison shuts him down. And ladies and gentlemen, this one's not over. Okay, Bison finds a 2. Patron's dropped. 1v3 here for the clutch. Not happening. We're heading to overtime.
Well, it's definitely not how this match was looking like it was going to go, but in the end, or towards the end, rather, looking to be a pretty good performance coming out of Enigma when it absolutely counted. Took them a while to get here, but finding their way on the board is absolutely huge to show that they can come from behind and pick some of the action up. Does look like Yorza is going to be hiding from Bison here, and rightfully so. Bison has been fire, and well, Yorza, the man that's been on the first blood hunt all game long, it's taken down for first blood by Bison.
Gotta hate those odds. Also, bombs down. You've got 4v5. You got to retake your first round of the attack. Looking so far so good. Panic. Just need to play for the positioning. Storm. Inside of the broiler room up top. He's looking for the mid-cross. Nobody home. Gone might be able to get the COD time to pan out his way. He does. Shots are in. Storm turns on him. Zorky finding a two-piece. And Etsy. Shoe on the other foot. Can't hit a shot. Detel. HVK prevails. The first round on the attack goes in favor of the team on the right-hand side of your screen. Panic might be able to deliver the last round of victory here. After, I mean, what was that? 3 rounds in a row that they sold that he couldn't get the job done? In overtime. Will they be able to do it in the first 2?
Well, we will certainly see. Panic. Gotta find a way to close out this round. Gotta stop giving Enigma chances to stay in this matchup. Otherwise, it could bite them in the butt. That is for sure. No first blood yet this time around, but it's looking like HBC and Bison might be destined to collide here momentarily. Both teams playing very, very passively, Verdict. And man, this is an exciting series to round out the night in. I think a lot of people were leaning on the side of Panic just being the stronger team, but Enigma putting up a hell of a fight and then some.
No, yeah. Not necessarily in the hardpoint. Hardpoint started off a little balanced, but as it progressed, it just got extremely worse and worse. Enigma, though, they have regained. Etsy there to finally get the trade. Detel's dropped. Detel was able to take down Golem before he got dropped himself. And Patron, he is out for aggression. He's got the broiler room on the flip side of the map. But it's going to double down and give away that location nonetheless. We're barking for an A-side hit. Bomb, though, still in Studio 43. We'll see if Etsy is going to be able to get away with a little bit of the rotation. There it goes. Here comes the hit. Bison. He's got a Holger, and he is holding down the top side of the ladder. Yours on the flip side of things, able to get the trade through the smoke. Bison's good for 1, but Zorky able to get the trade. It's all on Vat. 1v1 now, as they do take down 1, collecting the bomb. And Storm looking to play spoiler. Bomb's going down. Storm's here. Gets the slide peek. Can't win the gutty. That extending this one to another round. Storm. Oh, Storm.
My goodness.
No mames.
All right. Well, the overtime continues, guys. No telling what we're going to get next. Man, how do Enigma keep hanging on by an absolute threat here, Verdict? Got Storm hopping on up top, DLQ in hand, looking for initial snipe, gets taken down by Etsy, who has been an absolute demon with the snipes this game, along with Yorza, who again had plenty of first blood opportunities earlier that he was able to capitalize on, and now they're trying to get some more kills on the board as well. Rotating over, that should have been a free one for Yorza, but Zorky able to find the better of the trade. Got a defuse coming through out of Etsy, gonna get taken down by Daytel. Vat able to clean things up, and once again Enigma find themselves in the driver's seat.
You know, that is on a different level when it comes to these clutches. Last round, the 1v2, marvelous. 8-7 on flat on their face. Panic, not able to get the job done, and Patron has not found a kill in north of 4 rounds. Could be the difference maker here is the heavy hitters in Bison and Patron. Bison only picking up 2 in their last 4 as well. Could be the difference. We'll see if the team can pick up the slack. We've got 1 round to do it here as we can see this one close. Vat opens up with 1. Yours are good for another. HBC's out the door. 2 for 2 trades. Bombs down on the flip side of it, though, and Zorky holding the off angle. Does not anticipate Yorza to push. Yorza gets 1 and is done. Patron holding the angle. Gets out. It's all on Bison.
Bomb or not, they have made the drop. Nobody should be peeking this Bison. What are we doing? It is Control. Right around the corner. It's on deck. It's happening, chat. This one's not over. 9-7 victory. Panic. Fumbling.
Gotta say, not the outcome I had predicted. Absolutely not. I gotta give a lot of credit to Enigma for capitalizing on the mistakes of Panic there. Panic definitely got caught a couple times playing a little bit too aggressive in positions that they didn't need to, where they could have just anchored down. And it cost them in the long run. So we're going to be gearing up for a Control. And I gotta say, definitely excited to see it. Anytime I get to cast more COD Mobile, I'm always excited for it. So let's get it, son.
Let's get it. Taking a look at the post-action report. This one, a doozy. Patron ends up picking up 2 that last round, but it's a losing effort. 18 on board for the man and 1 plant. 5 plants on board for the man who loves the PTFO. On the left-hand side of your screen, that's the winners. That's right, Enigma coming through with the upset here in the comeback. 15 kills on board for Etsy. You said it. They were terrorizing the lobby. They continue to do so. Yorza also with 15. Those first blood percentages skyrocketing. And then the player with ice in their veins. EG Vet. Back-to-back rounds. Not even a bit of sweat off their brow. Love to see it. Love to see it indeed. Control, buckle up. The series, again, as we've mentioned, not over with yet. It is the Control raid that is going to determine who will take this one. As I'm taking a look at it, if you missed out on all the action, you missed a banger of a series so far. Enigma tying it up there in that Search or Destroy. 9-7 performance in the Search or Destroy to take it to the distance. Game 1, blown out. I can't even remember the score. Day, it was like 250 to 100 something. It was a nightmare for Enigma.
Yeah, definitely an interesting matchup for sure. But off the back of a long, grueling Search and Destroy, we are going to get another game at 3 here tonight. And wouldn't you know it, it is Deanna's favorite map. We got some raid in the house. Can't wait to talk to the girl after this matchup about how good of a game this one has been. And looks like we're just waiting on a couple players to get ready up, guys, and we'll get you tossed right back into the mix.
Right back into the mix. So a meltdown on meltdown. We had not so much of a standoff and standoff. It was a very dominant affair in the respawn. We flipped sides, and it was not necessarily the outcome that Panic wanted. It's surely enough, just despite Deanna, we've got a raid Control here to cap us off for the remainder of the night. I've enjoyed it, man. It's been 2-2-0 sweeps. If we're taking a look at the results, as everyone's still getting ready, we've had 2 2-0s off the rip. Your 2 most dominant teams in Europe standing up and standing out ahead of the competition. Kings convincingly do it, and Animus convincingly do it as well. I say Kings did it convincingly. It was Zidium who put up a hell of a fight in the first set of hard points. But we get into the later portion of that match, not close at all. Search or Destroy, though, a little bit better. Animus wasn't even close. I mean, the hard point, the Surge, it was a breakdown for 31ers. They got to go back and reevaluate their strategies. This one, going the distance, just like our last series, 117, found a 2-1 victory over Exclusive in a thriller of a performance, coming down to that Crossroads Control. So, game 3 bound. Let's go, Day. Raid. Never looked better.
All right, well, we haven't got to see a lot of raid game lately, so glad to see it coming into the mix here for today. It's going to be Panic. It's going to be Enigma facing off here in this matchup to see who's going to come out and get those points here for today. And it's going to be Enigma having the defensive side to start.
Okay, defensive side to start. Here comes the hit. It is a very, very full send over to the B site. Ringside control prevails over anything, just like in P1. That, oh my god, you didn't see that player. The turn, though, the call-outs are there. Patron, back to the spawn. 5 down instantly for trades of 1 only in the feed so far. Panic, starting off in a little bit of a blender, not necessarily able to dig themselves up.
All right. Well, this is a important matchup for both of these teams, right? This is a chance for Enigma to come through and prove to everybody that they can hang with the big dogs when they have their good games. And honestly, for Panic, I mean, this is an important matchup in the sense that I don't know, with the standings and everything and the teams that we have participating, I don't know if you can afford to lose a matchup to Enigma early on in the season, just because, well, what is that going to do to your points towards at the end, right? You know, that's going to determine matchups. It'll determine head-to-head in a tie scenario. So a lot on the line here.
You know, a lot on the line. It's Tell, man, he is absolutely piecing. Choppa, here to play. The chain reaction, my reaction, I'm astonished, bro. Keep on feeding. The spawn trap, absolutely unsettled. And this one, the heavy handle is going off the rockers. B-cap now coming through as a little bit of double time. A, though, on the stoppage, Gone able to play his life. They've got to find a way to take down Detel. Gone can't get it done. My God. Tit for tat, we've gone. 49 seconds stoppage on that clock. And A, now the last objective, they've already got 2 ticks of progress into it, and Detel still piecing. He's still alive. Finally chopped down, but my God, what a feed.
All right, well, sometimes that's just the way it goes, and seems to be the case right now. It is a Storm pushing on up, finds one free kill to the back there. That is definitely going to help the team out in this very, very close matchup between the two. 6 lives separating the two. Looking like Panic might be able to take the offense win here. And that would be a big, big start for them, because it would put their opponents in a downward position for the way the matchup should have ideally started.
Okay. Well, streaked up, pieced up, man. He was ready to rock and roll. Look at Detel. He's sitting on 11. He's got a pocket full of sunshine and an operator. We'll see if it goes to use this round, or will he continue to fry and burn it. There is the burn's going to come through for Storm. He has got the Predator as well. He's going to get burned on the backside of the Tiki Torch. It's Detel who's going to be there for the Predator himself. Finds 2 as he is just absolutely lit in this lobby. Have it, Enigma. Begging for that game 3 in the Search and Destroy. This is what you get.
All right, well, right on the cusp of greatness. It is a Panic lead right now as far as the kills of the lobby go, but obviously anything could change as we alter positions on the point and whatnot over the next couple pushes. But I gotta say, it looks like Panic is kind of dominating the feed right now. It's gonna be very, very difficult for their opponents to make a comeback being this far in the hole. And although it's a longer series than I think a lot of people expected, I think Panic have turned things up and are probably going uncontested here in this control.
Yeah, I mean, they built this off the cushion after that last round. They got a body cushion as well. B-side hit comes through. 1 tick of progress on both objectives. Time, more importantly, got to stop. Now you got to win your gunnies. HBC able to 1-2. The trays there for Detel is good in gold. HBC looking to make a transition through, get a little bit more map control, but get shut down. And twice the number of bodies left standing on the right-hand side of your screen, but we've got 1:30 on the clock. Storm not letting this one go for easy there as the A or B-cap does come through. He's taken down 1, not able to sniff out the second, but he's got a timer on this claw, and it's about to expire. There it goes, as he gets chopped down in half. Now, 6-13, still doable, but you got to stay alive.
Yeah, and staying alive against this team is not going to be easy. Panic are on the hunt. Zorky, Storm, filling up the feed there. Patron finding some kills on the board as well. It's looking like we're getting ready to have a 2-0 lead in favor of Panic. So they look to try to close things out in 3. Again, I think this one probably should have been over in 2, but...
Yep. Hey, gotta give praise where praise is due, though, Enigma.
Yeah?
Hey, you asked for it, you got it. You got the 5 points to go along with it. Where's the backup, though? I mean, this is it. This is what it comes down to. Etsy popping the Annihilator. Needs to be flawless here. This first wave could be oh so devastating. And just as I say that, I spoke it into existence. Devastation yet again. The LK coming through. The 2-piece. Make it 3 though, as he did find the first with the Annihilator hit and the bodies continuing to drop on the right or left-hand side of your screen. Not a good sign off the bat.
All right, well, this is the time Enigma got to pull things back together. They would need a 3-round control sweep to bring things back for this matchup. And, well, Panic starting the round off at a little bit of a deficit. But a couple kills that come through big there, almost able to neutralize everything out. 50 seconds left on the board. Plays have to be made. We've got a tick of progress on A. We're starting to get a little bit more groove now. 2 bodies keeping the hill warm. Daytel, Zorky are here. Vat coming to look out the money room window. You've got HBC rotating down the stairs mid. Gets taken out. This looks like an A capture coming through, Verdict.
Yeah, it is. Things getting hot. Purifier ready to burn anybody onto the spawn trap, but B side is the only objective left. 16 to 15, about as close as it's going to get. Storm able to sneak through, catches one off guard into the spawn, and he's got the tree heady to play with. There's 2. 1 drops just as instantly. The LK absolutely killing it. There goes the streak as well to go along with it. This could be the beginning of the end. Bison getting a little antsy, cannot play his live Patron. Now the next order in line for the Annihilator, not able to hit a single shot off the bat. But they've got a 4 life advantage. Make it 5, make it 6. And this one, chat, is certainly over. The respawn's right into the hands of Patron as his Annihilator pops. He's good for the last one, but it's Vat and Gone. 2v8, chat. Go ahead and cue the music. This one is toast.
Yeah, this one is over. Again, I do believe Panic should have had this in 2. So if you're Enigma or an Enigma fan, honestly, take the round win, you know, and run with that. I mean, that's definitely not going to be what anybody expected here. You know, we were trying to be, you know, fair in our predictions earlier, and I think, you know, Enigma came through and performed even better than we thought they would, right? So the 3-0 control going in favor of Panic, I think that's kind of how we expect that matchup to go in the first place, right?
No, you're absolutely right. The fact that they made it this far certainly let us know that their Search and Destroy game, it's not over until it's over. It's never chalk. This one, though, it's chalk. It's already over. It was over before it was over. 3-0, just an absolute clapping they received there. Cheeks, they're going to be sore and certainly not able to sit on after that performance. We'll see if they can bounce back on Thursday, but time being, we'll look at the post-action report. Who left my lobby? Panic. You guys got to get your act together, bro. There's no way we're leaving the lobby before we can collect stats. You're selling. 25 on board for the MVP, Storm. He brought it his A game, but it was Detail. Detail, you literally had the best streak, the best first round performance. Why did he leave? Or did he crash? It doesn't matter. They win nonetheless. Take it back to the host desk day. We can't see you just yet. Hopefully we'll be able to see you by the time I transition. Now, Deanna, talk to me. This one goes the distance. Was it more than they can chew, though?
Well, I'm a little bit disappointed in the fact that we saw a raid today. I really had such a good day because, you know what, guys? The games were awesome. Everything was good. You guys, amazing as always when casting. You are making my day better when I hear you co-casting together because you have such a good energy. And then raid! It needed a raid, you know? It's just like, But yeah, overall, it was such a great day in EU, in my opinion. Obviously, in this last matchup.
We had 4 games.
Yes, and we had the last 2 quite low. Yes, it was good. It was a good day in EU. Hope we don't see more, because we usually don't. But yeah, hope we don't see more. What?
It's so true.
True, just so true.
So true.
I'm speaking facts here. You can back me up, guys, whenever you want. But yeah, we did had a good hard point, right? We did started quite close, and I could say it was a little bit of lead in favor of Enigma. But during the game, I think after the third, I think it was P4, I think, Panic started to get a comeback. And I wanted to ask you, Verdict, what do you think was the turning point that led to actually Panic winning that hardpoint game?
I think it was the lockdown on P4. I mean, you saw just complete dominance after market. I mean, it was a full 60. We're not talking about like a second or two of contest at first P4. It was locked down. I think that's where things started getting a little out of hand. Second set of hills pop. Panic were absolutely just giving them the business. P3 though was their biggest adversary. They finally like cracked the code towards the end, but it was just merely contest and, you know, maybe a little bit of scrap time. Ultimately, if you're the side of Enigma, you've got to find a way to make these rotations and these holds stick a little longer.
Definitely. And talking about the S&D now, obviously we did had a very good performance on the side of Enigma. Like I didn't expect that. I did said at the beginning that it's gonna be a 2-0 very fast, right? But they did put a good fight, especially in the S&D, and I was very happy seeing them actually capitalize all the kills that were possible, right? And most of the times there was yours, I think, who was getting the first kills, right, in the first in rounds, right? And that helped a lot. And then the control was brutal. It was 3-0 very fast. I feel like after that S&D game, Panic was like, you know what, we're just gonna finish it this. Like they dominated that control very, very good, better than the hardpoint, better than the S&D, right? And overall they did 1-2-0. And they actually, can you go over the results of the day?
The results of the day, for anybody who maybe joined us late, was a whopping 2-0 win for Kings over Zidium. I don't think that should really be a shock to anybody. Kings, obviously, one of the premier teams in the tournament. But I do gotta say, that was a surprisingly good matchup nonetheless. So definitely worth going back and watching that one if you guys missed it. Game 2, Animus, another fairly convincing 2-0 victory. They won over the 31ers. And our other two matchups is where things were really a bit more spicy. I think our best matchup of the night was this Game 3 that did go in 2-1 fashion to 1-1-7 not found versus Exclusive. And if you're here for that final matchup, obviously, you saw Panic come through with the 2-1 victory over Enigma.
Verdi, can you tell us about the standings? Because they are updated and everyone can see who is the first actually on EU right now.
All right, well, if the day were to be the last day of the season, it would be no coincidence that the top two teams are exactly where they belong. Kings, your returning champs, sitting at 80. Animus, right there below them with 60. 1-7. Not too much further behind, but again, questionable. Who's the third best team in EU? I don't think we've still proclaimed that. I don't think 1-7 has stated that they are. They haven't shown up in full. Obviously, Exclusive able to keep it close. Nonetheless, 1-7 Panic tied for that third place seed with 35 points. Zidium with 30. Exclusive 25. 31ers with 20. Enigma and Atomic at the bottom of the barrels with 5. And underneath them, Tamaz with 0.
Damn. Well, it is actually... I just saw the standings, right, and listening to it. Yeah, I'm actually very curious to see a future game between 1-1-7 Not Found and Panic because they are very, very close. And I'm very curious who's gonna be top 3 because right now, you know, at the beginning of the season we were keep saying, you know, Animus, Kings, you know, 1-1-7 Not Found, but like Panic with the points is very close behind them, actually having the same amount of points. So I'm looking forward to see these two teams actually progressing in this season. Obviously, we do know that Kings and Animus are, in my opinion, that's my opinion, the top 2 teams in EU, and I'm very curious to see which team gonna get third one because the rate how Panic is actually evolving and how they did play good in the past like seasons, like before this season, right, we did saw them. I feel like they have a chance to actually get the third place, you know, even if 1-1-7 was very, very consistent, right? I do believe Panic has a great chance to get like a third place, you know, in EU. But that's just me.
Hey, it's a very open, like if you think past 2 is anybody's game. There's not an established
Yes.
third best team in EU. And even if there was, there's so much of a skill gap from teams 1 and 2 on that it really doesn't matter. Does EU deserve 3 spots in, stage 5? I don't think they do at this point. I don't think there's enough competition outside of Kings and Animus. And I'm sorry, that's just a brutal, truth. If we can't handle that, I'm sorry. It's just that third place team, not necessarily even needed at this point.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get burned here. I feel like we're gonna get burned.
I think the reality of the situation is if they can't accept that, then show us otherwise. This is a brutal and harsh truth, and that's what we've got to accept at the time being. First and second teams, absolutely stunning. Anything below that, it could be very mid at times. I need to see someone step up and be consistent and contest the top 2 teams. That's the most important thing.
And don't DQ and don't forfeit and come to see us, because like some of the teams here, like we didn't even saw like twice this season, right? And some of the teams were always, here and coming and play and so on. So yeah, I do hope we're gonna see more consistency from EU, and yeah, I do believe there is a big chance, teams like Exclusive who played very, very good today, teams like Panic who play good also could have a very good chance to actually get like the third spot, because they definitely did a good job, so I'm looking forward for the next broadcast to see how they're gonna do and what they're gonna do in the games, because they kind of like they impressed me with what they did in this season overall. But yeah, this was our broadcast today, guys. If you have anything else to add before?
No, I'm it. That's it.
We're pretty good to go.
We're good to go.
Okay. Thanks so much, guys, for watching us. Obviously, if you missed my epic legendary 1v1 against Zim, you should go and watch it on YouTube. But it's pinned in the channel, right? Thanks so much for being here with us today, guys. Thanks so much for the EU teams that finally showed up and didn't DQ. And thanks so much for being so nice as always, right? We're gonna rate someone, and then we're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, COD and Grilla, and we're gonna see you next time.
Later.
Bye.